Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the voice of the people. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
ThaBoxingvoice.com. All the guys want, I want what Mayweather got. I want what Mayweather got. You done bust your ass like Mayweather. I was trying to fight every fighter. I sacrificed a lot
Wladimir Klitschko
to get to where I got to.
What do you bring to the team?
Let's get this on. Let's do it. Well, it's like this. Wait.
All right, that's it. Hold on. Bernard, everybody calm down.
Man, you know how these bitches is in the sport. Total disrespect. Kid has no class, no style at all. I sacrificed a lot. ThaBoxingvoice.com to get to where I got to. ThaBoxingvoice.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The Boxing Voice is back. I know a lot of you been a little sick with the garbage out there. I know it's a lot of trash, but we had to put in that road work, man. We had to go see Earl, the Truth, Spence Jr. Now we're back, and we're having our preview and prediction show on Anthony Joshua taking on Wladimir Klitschko for all the marbles to see who's the baddest man in the heavyweight division. Let me go on over to my co-host and good friend, the Hipster Hunter.
Production.
This is a beautiful performance against a very tough guy in Michael Johnson. How you feel about it?
Fuck that. Conor McGregor.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
You know me, Larry. From a wicked entrance, from a flip over the rope into a knockout. When the main thing is, I just hope the guy. I wish.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
Yes, the hipsters here. Haters beware. It's the biggest fight of the year so far, in my opinion. Joshua Klitschko coming up tomorrow. I cannot wait. Special shout out to Earl Spence Jr. for allowing us to come back to his gym a second day after the media event on Tuesday. That really meant a lot to us. We got some exclusive content that's going to come out to you guys as soon as possible. My computer broke, so I'm currently transferring files over from that computer to a new computer, but I digress. Great weekend of fights that's coming up. Great fight overall. I know a lot of people are either going to ride the hype train coming into tomorrow, or they're going to be haters, or they're at least going to be called haters. So can't wait to get all these callers and just chop it up.
Hey, Matt, I need you to cue in the X-Files soundtrack. Allegedly, his computer is broke, but the all came right before he was, poking his chest out, a la Denzel Washington in Training Day, talking about how he's going to make the magic happen, how Cash Wheezy, a.k.a. Enrique Church, the casual fan, hasn't seen a director like Matt. He went as far back as to show me some work he's done. He considers it his resume. And I think before we get into boxing, I think that he threw the laptop across the room, and that's why because he could not edit. He could not do the edits that he wanted with the Earl Spence footage.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious, Ness. Just lying to the listeners like that. You're lying.
Hey, by the end of the day, these guys will also know that not only did you throw your computer, but you will be throwing yourself from wall to wall in that room, because we're going to break this one down. It's going to be our preview and our prediction on this fight. Matt, the weights. This is the first time that Wladimir comes in as heavy as he does. I'm used to seeing the guy at 245. He decided 250. You want to pack on muscle, Joshua? Well, guess what? Bam. The 40-year-old can too. What do you think this means? Does it make him a little slower? He was already kind of flat-footed.
Whoa. Yeah, and obviously, I think we should sort of take away the Tyson Fury fight. Just for this fight alone, I think in order to really assess how each techniques and style is really going to play into the fight, to look at just one fight alone and determine that is what Klitschko is going to look like, I think it's just false and just inaccurate of us. So I think that the extra weight, extra muscle is really just to bully a much bigger guy in Joshua in the clinch. Klitschko has always thrived in the clinch, always dominated guys there. Even though he's dominated guys that are smaller than him and even guys that are as big as him like Puvlev, Joshua's just another beast, another animal in terms of muscle and strength. So he probably needed that muscle in order to use his best technique, which is clinch work, which is dirty boxing, to his advantage. If he was the smaller guy in the ring, I think that would have done him a huge disservice. So I think this is a good idea overall for him to add on that muscle.
You know, no respect. I'll tell you, these young generation, no respect. His best attribute is his clinching and holding. Oh my God, that's
yeah, just like Ward's is, and that's not a negative. If your best ability is to negate somebody else's offense,
well, that's
a very good ability to have.
But that's just you being mean.
I did not mean it in a mean way.
I don't think of Wladimir and say, oh yeah, the best thing he does is hug. No, not at all.
That's one of the best things he does. The other good things he has is a straight right, a jab, and he can lean on you, put his weight on you, and bully you.
Yeah, that's what about that left hook he caught Pulev with? That was beautiful.
True. I'm not saying he doesn't have other things.
Like Marquez and Mayweather in there.
That's how he wins rounds after rounds after rounds and have a decade-plus year of dominance. It's because of keeping it such a fundamental style of boxing where it's a 1-2. I mean, tie you up, bully you, wear you out, and punch you on the inside. And I don't mean that as a derogatory or a negative connotation of his style or his career. I think that's a plus. I mean, if you can do that, do that. Andre Ward's made himself a Hall of Fame career off of it. So has Wladimir Klitschko. So I have no issue with that style.
Sounds like you do. I think that by packing on the muscle, maybe he wants to be able to absorb a little more. Do you think that's kind of some of the logic behind it?
I mean, it could be, but in my mind, there's really no like science behind that. You know, like if Klitschko's 5 to 8 pounds heavier in terms of muscle, does that mean he can take punches better? I don't know about that. I don't have any data to show that that's true.
So what about a psychological thing, right? Because I remember, I don't know if it was behind the ropes or whatever, one of those UK shows that they do, and he was talking a lot about Joshua's muscles and how Joshua, you know, gains confidence from the muscles, but that this is boxing and muscles have nothing to do with it. So I'm thinking, I mean, because he's notoriously come in at 245, like him being around 250 is kind of new. Could it also be old age or just him psychologically showing Anthony Joshua, look, anybody could put on muscle?
I think it could be a mixture of a lot of the things that we're talking about. I don't think it's any clear one thing like, okay, we're going to add 5 pounds of muscle for this one strategy. Maybe to a lot of reasons. You know, maybe he sat down in camp before training camp started and go, what will 5 pounds more muscle look like? And him and his team were talking about it, and they all said all these ideas that we're mentioning right now. And they go, sounds like a good idea. Let's try it. You know, it can't hurt us. You know, like you need to be a guy that can out-muscle Joshua. You can't Klitschko has never been the runner. He's never been the guy that's on his back foot dancing around. He's always been the guy to bully you. He's always had a style very similar to Joshua. So coming in around the same weight or less, I think is just what would be a bad move on Klitschko. So I think him adding that weight is definitely going to help him in the ring because it can't hurt him.
Really quick, if you're not watching this on YouTube, this is the timestamp in the video where you should come to YouTube and check it out. We're actually going to view the face-off between Klitschko and Anthony Joshua. We're heading on over to the Boxing Voices Instagram. I'll zoom in just a bit. Matt, what's the size looking like? Too much? Too much?
No, it's fine. And by the way, people in the chat are saying that we have the weight switched. Or I should say you have the weight switched, not me. That AJ came in at 250 and Klitschko came in at 240.
Oh, okay. Damn, I have that wrong. That really sucks. That was a whole first 15 minutes of sucking right there. Let's get into this face-off. Matt, what do you think about the size difference there?
I think that AJ is definitely the wider, more mass guy. But Klitschko always has the height advantage. He always has.
Yeah, he was significantly taller there.
I wouldn't say significantly. I would say enough.
He went
Enough to where
tall,
it's going to be a marginal difference in the fight. Now, I don't know about the reach because Joshua does seem to have a very long reach.
This is a timestamp in the video where you go and check the side by side on our Instagram, or you could just come here to the YouTube. Here's the side by side. Shoulder wise, it seems like they're pretty much the same, and torso as well. It looks like Wladimir definitely has the longer reach. Now, in the face-off, again, you do notice that Vladimir's shoulders probably top out around somewhere where Joshua's neck is. There is a size advantage. I don't know how much it's going to, be in terms of how much he's going to be able to, use that in terms of in the ring, because it's not that significant. Just a little bend in your knee and that size is gone.
I just think that I don't know if size or if this size discrepancy will have a major factor in the fight. I really don't think that. I think that in terms of skills, technique, Klitschko being able to negate Joshua's offense, being able to dictate the timing and the pace of the fight, those things matter much more than the size.
Now, explain to me what would be the difference between Pulev and Joshua, right? Like, and I mean specifically in the Pulev Klitschko fight, he was kind of able to keep Pulev at bay. Sometimes pawing, sometimes jabbing, and Pulev himself likes to kind of leave his left hand out there and use it as a rangefinder himself. What are some of the differences between he and Joshua? Because Pulev is also fighting this weekend, I believe, versus Kevin Johnson. I have no clue why, but why wouldn't Joshua just stay on the outside and kind of let Wladimir find that range the way he did versus Pulev?
Well, why wouldn't he? Because that would allow Klitschko to win the fight.
I'm just saying, physically, like what are some of the characteristics that he has that he can kind of negate that?
I think that the characteristics that he has is that he is much more muscle bound than Pulev has ever been. I think Anthony Joshua is a much stronger guy. And I think that this game is really going to be won in the inside. Whoever controls the inside, who controls the clinch, who can bully the other guy, is going to win this fight, in my opinion, 9 out of 10 times. I think Joshua knows that he cannot be at range with him, that he's going to have to slip that jab, come in on the inside with hooks to the body, and then come up top. If he can do that over and over again, I think he can find a lot of success, because I don't think Klitschko has the best head movement. I don't think he has the best lateral footwork, in my opinion. But I think that Klitschko is better than Joshua at those things. I think that Klitschko is better in a lot of boxing technique than Joshua is. But, man, Joshua's size and that power, I think that's just going to wear down Klitschko eventually. That he's going to get past that jab. And I don't know how at this point. Hopefully he just slips it. But maybe he has some other tools in his toolbox that I don't know about. And he's going to bully him on the inside. If this fight is fought at range for a significant portion of time, it's Klitschko's fight to lose.
Yeah, but I mean, you're just saying that Anthony Joshua is going to walk past one of Vladimir's
best weapons.
Best weapons.
It's probably his best punch.
And you're not even giving a reason as to how. But listen, if you're watching this on YouTube, do us a favor, hit that thumbs up button. It helps with the visibility of the show. You want to go a step further and show your support and love for the show, drop us a 5-star review. It costs absolutely nothing. Head on over to iTunes. It's extremely important. It helps with the visibility. So, yeah, I mean, look, he's been very successful. Tyson Fury is not Anthony Joshua. Fury was on his toes. Fury was on his toes. Fury was in his head. This is a far different fight. I think that mentally, Wladimir has the edge to me. He's the one with the experience. He's been on this stage. He's at least fought in front of 60,000 before in Germany. You know what I mean? So he's been here.
Yeah,
Is he old? I don't know. But we've seen other 40-year-old fighters be successful.
True. And if Klitschko were to win, would it be shocking? I don't think so at all. And same with Joshua. If he were to win, I don't think it would be shocking at all. I think this is a 50-50 fight. Their pay is 50-50. both guys are making around $13 million US guaranteed, plus pay-per-view, and it's projected to do more than 1.5 million pay-per-view buys in the UK. So they're both going to make around $20 million. So both these guys are going to get paid. I think both these guys have a level of respect for each other that was non-existent in the Tyson Fury fight. I think both these guys are almost mirror images of each other in ways. So it's going to be interesting. I think Joshua could be the new Klitschko in a way. And I think this is one of those fights where we just see a change in the guard. Even though Klitschko right now, a prime Klitschko is always going to be better than a present-day Joshua, it doesn't matter because of just the wear and tear of Klitschko has, the years he's put on himself. I think that is just an X factor that even though we cannot really calculate, is just a huge component to this fight.
Now, what sort of fashion do you want to see either man win this one? I mean, their knockout ratios speak. Their knockout ratios indicate that we're going to get a certain result, but Joshua hasn't been rounds. Klitschko is known to go 10-8, then get the knockout. We haven't seen Joshua get a knockout that late. I think this is the furthest he's gone is what, 7, if I'm correct?
Yes, 7. I think that obviously the path of victory for Joshua is to pressure him and deliver enough volume to make Klitschko shell up and deliver a knockout blow, and hopefully do that early. Because like you said, Klitschko, when given time to sort of decipher his opponent and given 12 rounds of full action, 36 minutes of action, he can usually figure somebody out and knock them out in the later rounds. So I think the later this fight goes on, the more it creeps towards a Klitschko victory. I would be very, very surprised if this fight goes to decision. You know, when we had Klitschko Fury wasn't a knockout artist. So that was much more likely that fight wasn't going to be a knockout fight. But then we have Joshua, we have Klitschko. So I don't see this fight really going 12 rounds.
I mean, again, with that knockout ratio, it's difficult to believe that it can even get to that many rounds, you know? And, you know, for those believers that Klitschko is old, should he go all those rounds with the young Anthony Joshua? I mean, if he comes out like he did in the Brazil fight, he was seeking destruction. And, you know, it's going to be up to Wladimir to do something to stop that come forward aggression. I believe it's the jab, but can he throw enough jabs? What's the punch stats on Klitschko? Because I know that Tyson Fury fight, it was horrendous in terms of punch stats. It was only 84 punches landed throughout that fight. So it's a little bit different. But what are some of the other Klitschko fights, and how many punches does he land per fight? You know, while you're looking that up, I guess put your attention on one of the comments that have come out in the media from the Anthony Joshua side. And again, I want to reiterate, if you're watching this on YouTube, hit that thumbs up button. It helps with the visibility of the show. And don't forget to subscribe here to the YouTube channel. We do numerous spontaneous and random shows. But yes, Anthony Joshua had said some things that I don't know, should the U.S. public take it as alarming? Is he correct? So let's just discuss it a little. He's been quoted saying that he doesn't need to come to America to become a star. And I don't think he does. I mean, he's obviously a star right now, but should he not come to America? And keep in mind that there will be a financial decrease by coming to America. I mean, he's already over there selling out arenas and making a certain amount of money, and it's on pay-per-view over there. Over here, he doesn't have that many pay-per-view option fights. So again, is he wrong in saying that he doesn't want to come over here and doesn't need to come over here? And you know, as the producer, find the actual quote.
Well, before I go and find that quote, looking up the Wladimir Klitschko David Haye fight, he averaged 42 punches thrown around. He landed 105 jabs throughout 12 rounds, and that was of 134 landed total punches. So out of 134 punches, 105 of them were jabs in that fight. And then I'll look up that quote about Joshua.
And that's what he's going to need. That jab is what he's going to need to keep Joshua back. The thing is, we've seen Joshua counter so nicely. Now, obviously, the jab of Charles Martin is not the jab of Wladimir Klitschko, but he countered Martin's jab beautifully, and that was Martin's death sentence. So, is it going to be any different with the more experienced Klitschko? Listen, let's start to jump out to these phone lines. Guys, remember the number is 1-425-569-5241. Press that thumbs up button if you want us to go to these phone calls. I know that you do. We're going to go out here, and we're international. Remember to add Nestor Gibbs on Skype, NESTORGIBBS. While the producer...
Very quickly, article came out today. And Joshua seemed to have changed his mind about coming to America. He said, I think I have to find the U.S. It's important, were his exact words. So, I don't know. We could see a lot of different things. And he did say who he could fight. He said we could fight Gerald Washington. We could fight Deontay Wilder, Bermain Stavern. I've always made sure I fought some Americans on my way up, so you see me get a buzz out there. But I think you have to come out there and fight for sure. That's the most important thing.
Great to hear him change
his
mind.
And he said this, wow, you're going to love this quote. America is the Mecca of boxing. Wow. Interesting.
Well, that's good to hear him change his mind.
Cross over to the States.
Quoted.
You'll keep the fan base in the UK. I think that's mega stuff. That's global boxing. You've got a big guy, heavyweight, a name that's easy to pronounce. I can speak English well. So I feel I can relate to the U.S. market. All I have to do now is come out there and fight and show them what my trade is. Obviously, they appreciate it. And then we can talk about setting up major fights that's bringing the same attention in the UK to the U.S. And that would be phenomenal.
Now, but you hear what he's saying, that basically they have to build to that. So I wouldn't fault him if he says, forget it. I don't want to go over there. Like, why go fight a Gerald Washington in the United States? It's not going to be a pay-per-view fight. It's not going to be a Las Vegas fight. And if they do make it Las Vegas, they're pushing it. You know what I'm saying? Who's going to fly to Vegas? Like, so he's going to have to take this financial, decrease just to build some sort of fandom with us. And I mean, us, the general casual fan, but the hardcore, we're going to watch him. But just so he can appeal to the casuals, he's got to take a pay cut. I don't think I agree with that. I don't like it. I mean, I don't know. What do you think?
I think that if I'm Joshua, or at least his team, I go, there's no reason to fight really any of these lower level guys. Or I mean lower level, I don't mean the elites. Like Gerald Washington, he named, Bermain Stavern. Those guys he should not be fighting in the U.S. market. He should be fighting in the UK market because it's pay-per-view and he can make a lot of money off of those guys, even though those are fights I don't want to see. I think a majority of boxing fans don't want to see. But fights like Deontay Wilder, I think, are interesting. Like, you can make a reasonable argument that fight could be in Madison Square Garden in New York. And
but how does it make more money? New York is going to tax them, right? Then we're talking about 20,000 people, where over there they're doing 90. It just doesn't even make sense.
But you charge the tickets like it's a Mayweather-Pacquiao fight almost, or Canelo Chavez. You make the tickets extremely expensive.
Yeah, and then you alienate the boxing fan. You alienate the core fan base of this sport.
But that always happens for the big fights. When the big fights cross over and every casual knows, the promoters and the networks don't give a shit about me and you and the people that listen to the show, the boxing fans. Because they know we're going to watch it anyways. They know that. We're going to watch it on TV anyways. They know that. Come on.
I just don't know. He still just can't come from the UK and do a pay-per-view with Wilder because Wilder himself isn't big enough. So they need to build into that. And in the meantime, he's got to lose money and fight guys that really aren't sexy. I mean, I say stay in the UK, make everybody go over there. If you're the king, you're the king. He beats Wladimir tomorrow night or afternoon for us. Wilder has to jump in the plane. He has to go across the pond.
Now, if I'm Wilder, I probably want to go to the UK because you get some pay-per-view bonus.
Yeah, exactly. And I can understand, Anthony saying that the Mecca of boxing is here in New York City, but fuck it, man. Maybe he can be the guy to bring it all over there, change things. Listen, let's go out to these phone lines. You guys know the number 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 just one time. We're talking boxing.
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
Going out to the UK, Blackface, talk to me. Mr. Blackface. All right. Coach Mitty in the UK, talk to me.
Oh, Ness.
Yes, sir. What's going on, brother?
Hey, I'm good, man. Man, where have you guys been, man? The whole week we're fighting Klitschko here, 90,000 people, and you guys disappearing to Texas, man. We've been missing your show, man.
Dude, I'm sorry, Mitty. Texas was not the greatest place either. I'd much rather have been on the show with you guys than in Trump land,
That's what I'm saying. I think, you guys should try to make a trip here for those big fights, because there's a lot of attention, as you can hear it in my voice, and as you can hear, I'm up at this time of the night. Usually I'll fall asleep and I'll catch you up in the morning, but I just wanted to talk about this fight because I'm getting excited. Just the fact that we're having such a big fight, as you said, Matt, probably like the biggest fight of the year. Or the biggest fight for a few years, like since the Mayweather-Pacquiao. I'm excited. And as far as the fight goes, I really don't know. I hear a lot of different opinions. And with a 50-50 fight like that, we can all be wrong about our prediction. But what I would like to see is Joshua going in from the first bell, maybe not from the first bell, right? But just have a round of observation, a round or two, feeling out process, and then from round 2, 3, 4, just put it on Klitschko and be aggressive, go for a knockout as early as possible. That's what I want to see him do, because as most people are saying, I think like as the fight goes longer, it's going to become more difficult for AJ to win. Klitschko is going to use his experience, and so it's going to become more dangerous for AJ. I obviously want Joshua to win that fight, but yeah, as I said earlier, it's a 50-50 fight, so we can make all our prediction and we can give all our opinion on how the fight will go, but it could all change with one big punch from either of these guys. So I don't want to see anyone just saying, oh, I knew this, I knew that. Klitschko can land like a big punch, and AJ can also land like his big shots as well. Two big, powerful guys, and two guys to be respected in the sport of boxing. So, I'm excited.
Mitty, want to thank you as always for calling in. We're going to go to your partner over here. Blackface, what's up? You ready?
Yeah. Respect to everyone listening in the past, present, and future. It's currently 12:30 in the AM over here. Yeah, big fight coming up. Big fight coming up out here. I don't think age or ring rust is going to play a part at all. I think we're dealing with super athletes these days, where everyone, all these old legends out here, they're in ridiculously good shape, and they don't suffer from any type of ring rust or any type of age. They don't seem to get old. In regards to the fight itself, hopefully Joshua can pull it off. Canelo had his shot with Mayweather and he just froze in the biggest fight of his life. I don't think Joshua's going to do the same thing. I want him to pull it off, but in the same breath, the divide between Joshua's opponents and Wladimir Klitschko is probably the same distance between the Earth and the Moon. It's a massive, massive, massive task he's got ahead of him. Will he be able to pull it off? I'm not sure. Also, before I forget, I need to eat crow. I need to eat crow for the Beto fight. I need to eat crow, so you're going to have to give it to me. I forget that. Yeah, I'm a man of my word around here. I'm a man of my word. So, yeah, 90,000 people are going to be in attendance. I will be tuning in. I wanted to go to the fight, but the ticket prices were outrageous. So I wasn't able to go, but should be a good fight. I'm going with my pick. I'm going with AJ. Kind of nervous for him though. I think he needs to he needs to fly at Klitschko and forget that feeling out process. He needs to fly at him. He needs to go straight for his neck first round. Will he though? I don't think so. But we'll have to wait and see. So that's my call. For everyone who thinks of the shit, the toilet is being flushed.
I love Blackface. Thanks for calling in, as always, all the way in the UK. Let's go out to the United States. We're going to go out to a friend of the show, an award winner of the show. Definitely one of the guys around here that received a Gypsy King Award. And damn right, an alumni.
Mr. Info Joe.
Tell them the truth, yo. Tell them the truth.
This portion of the show we call In the
Mr.
Know,
Info Joe.
presented by my
Tell them the
brother.
truth, yo. Tell them the truth.
Yo, it ain't no show without Info Joe. What's up, Boxing Voice? What's up to all the callers, listeners, everybody in the chat? If you're looking for the best podcast, this is where it's at. TBV, pound for pound, #1. Hit those thumbs up. Yo, Ness, can I get a gunshot? That's for the suckers that hit the thumbs down before the show started. Haters. Let's talk boxing now. Yo, I love the weigh-in. What's up, my fam? Yo,
what up, Joe? What up, man? How you doing?
AJ. Hey, what's up, Matt? What's up, my brother? Gotta hook up and do one. Miss you on 420, brother. I'm picking AJ to win by knockout in the 8th round. I do think it's going to be a very competitive fight. Like Coach Meade did say, it could go either way because both of those guys have power, and all it takes is one shot to put the other one out. But I think AJ's youth is going to make the big difference, man. People. I heard him. I disagree with him about Blackface saying the legends don't get old. You see what happened to Bernard Hopkins. He's around the same age. They could get old that night under the lights. So I'm picking AJ, and I just want to say good show, brothers, and good to see you guys back. Made it back safe, man. Peace.
Thank you, Joe. Always appreciate you calling in. And if you're watching this on YouTube, another reminder, hit that thumbs up button. Helps with the visibility of the show and allows for the show to continue to grow. Get those big name guests, get in front of those big name guests, and not get disrespected the way that we get disrespected around here. You know what I mean, Matt? Us vulture cultures and shit. Culture vultures. Let's go back to the UK, but to an American. Yes, an American. Flying all the way to the across the pond, right? To watch this big fight. Andre, what's going on?
What's going on? Can you hear me? I don't have a headset.
Nah, man, you sound perfect.
All right. Well, let me say this right now. I've never been in an atmosphere like this in my life. Everybody's buzzing down to the passport man at the airport, to the train guy, down to my Uber driver. But I went to the weigh-in, and I think Joshua got him. And I did a couple of bets. Did you get that bet sheet, Ness, that I sent you?
Your bet sheets? Yes, I seen the picture. Yes.
Yeah, so I took a couple of those bets, man. I took Joshua for a knockout in the 8th round, and it seemed like a lot of money is going on Joshua later in the fight. So I'm going to go with Joshua probably with a stoppage in the 9th round, man.
That's way too late. Way too late. If Joshua can't knock him out in the first 6, he's not knocking him out at all, and Klitschko's going to take over.
Wow. Okay. All right. Well, Hearn is making a big issue with the commission about making sure that Klitschko is not a hold-in, but I like to see that. I like to see how that plays out with that issue. But other than that, man, it's a great atmosphere. It's just a little bit expensive for my taste, but it's all good, man. It's good to experience something new.
That's amazing, man. Bless you out there. Hope you get back, and I hope you continue to have a good time. Hope the UK fans treat you good, Dre. And as far as Mitty, about us getting out there, eventually we will. One step at a time. But man, I'm feeling bad for my guy, Kugan Cassius, who was not being able to cover this fight. I watched his live stream, and he's being banned. So if they're not letting IFL TV in there.
Very quickly, I miss that whole thing. What happened with Coogan? Like, why did they not allow him in?
He says it's the Klitschko side. You know, they have something against him from a couple of fights ago. He said he stood away from them all this time. You know, he talked to Eddie, he talked to Matchroom ahead of time, and, you know, he still got X'd. So imagine, dude, he's one of the biggest doing this, you know? I mean, it's like
definitely the biggest in the UK.
Yeah, he's definitely the biggest in the UK. He is YouTube in the UK. He is YouTube boxing in the UK for sure. And they're giving him a hard time. So, you know, it's one step at a time for the Boxing Voice. You know, boxing is a giant, you know, so we're doing it one day at a time. We're going to go out from the UK to Orlando, Florida, home of Jay from Orlando. What's going on, brother?
What's going on, fellas? Let me know if you can hear me well. I'm in the gym right now, so let me know if you can hear me good.
You sound fine to me.
All right, perfect, man. Hey, I'm gonna make this short and clear. I'm gonna roll with the boy, man, the young guy. I'm going with Joshua. And
I guess he fell off. Jay.
The gym got him.
Mayday J Day. Mayday J Day. Come in. Not there. Bumani, what up? In Brooklyn, talk to us.
Yo, what up, Ness? What's going on, Boxing Voice family? What's the deal? Yeah, man, like every other caller, man, I got to go with the youth, man. I think AJ, it's his time, man, for him to have start boxing in 2008 and already being a gold medalist and a heavyweight champion is amazing. I just think it's his time. And he's definitely a superstar, man. I do feel if Klitschko could do his usual, the jab and hug, and the refs, the judge would probably give him the fight if he could do the jab and hug thing. But I hope that don't happen. I predict a knockout somewhere around the 6th, 7th round, and they just gonna be a superstar, man. I think next up for him, he knocks out any other heavyweight champion in the division. I don't think Deontay Wilder is ready for him. Personally, I think technically he's not good enough yet. He throws too many looping shots, and just AJ just a little bit technically better than him. So I think he's probably the next dominant heavyweight. That's my call.
Brooklyn, thanks for calling in, Bumani. Let's head on out to some alumni, see what they got to say.
Don't even respect your ass. That's why it's time for the doctor to check your ass, nigga.
Yo, what's going on? Fight Doctor in the house on Rick James status as always. What's going on, gentlemen?
Fight Doctor, good evening. Good evening. How are you?
Doing well. Just making it do what it do. That's all.
Now, this is a division that you have, you know, when you first started calling in here, you used to talk a lot about the heavyweight division, man. So I want to see if you can tell me, how can the old guy pull it off?
Okay, so a couple of points I want to make. You guys were talking about earlier about the pay-per-views and, you know, what fights if Joshua could come to the United States and fight. Listen, from where I'm sitting, it looks to me like Joshua is the draw in the heavyweight division. I think if he beats Klitschko, he puts a stamp on that. I think if he beats Klitschko and Fury, then at that point, there's no question. You have to go see him, no matter who you are. Wilder, whoever, doesn't matter. He beats Klitschko, he beats Fury, then you have to go see him. There's no point for him. There's no point in him coming to the United States because he'll be the money man and the money will be in the UK. So I'm going to say that. Do you remember watching the Klitschko-Jennings fight? Now, the Klitschko-Jennings fight was 2 years ago this month. In fact, it was 2 years ago, 2 days, like 2 or 3 days ago, okay? So Klitschko in that fight looked like warmed over refried shit, all right? And this is against a guy in Bryant Jennings who, you know, listen, the guy has all the heart in the world, but he has boxing skill, none. And Klitschko looked like shit in that fight. I mean, absolute shit. So this is 2 years ago. all right? And you're coming off a loss and a long layoff after looking like shit in the fight too. So we can talk about who's the more skilled fighter. We can talk about who's the more experienced fighter. And in both categories, I would agree Klitschko has the advantage. But at the end of the day, you're only as good as your last fight. And you're damn sure only as good as your last 2 fights. And you look like shit in your last 2 fights. You look like absolute shit in your last 2 fights. And now you're 41 years old, walking around with roid gut. Did you see the weigh-in? Okay, did you see the gut he's sporting now? All right, the man is on steroids. He's on HGH. I promise you he is. All right? Listen, the man is 246, 2009. That's the last time the man weighed in at 240 pounds. So you can't tell me that he isn't on that shit, because he is. I promise you he is. Okay, but it don't matter. It really doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, he's old.
Hey,
like
hey, fight doctor. I would be wrong if I don't check you and remind you that they're doing VADA and UKADA.
Okay.
It's just UKAD, not UKADA.
Oh yeah, well, UKAD.
Listen, okay. Yeah, well, okay. Look, I know a roid gut when I see one. Okay, VADA, USADA, my mama. I don't care. Okay, I know a roid gut when I see one, and the man had a roid gut. Okay. All right. Well, he did. Did you see that shit? He did. Okay. So I mean, at the end of the day, look.
Yes, conspiracy theories by Fight Doctor live on the Boxing Voice.
You damn straight. No conspiracy. But look, listen. Let's talk about punch count. Okay, I wish I had the punch count figures in front of me. But I mean, how many punches did Klitschko throw in his last fight? 2 per round? Some shit like that. It was some ridiculously low number of punches. I mean, literally, like the man threw like 5, 6 punches per round. Okay? I mean, it's ridiculous. How do you expect to win a fight throwing 5 or 6 punches around? Now, we're a year and a half later. You're 41 years old. If you're not throwing punches, you can't win a fight. And on top of that,
so wait a minute, Fight Doctor. Are you saying that the young guy is gonna blow him out? I mean, what round is he gonna take him out? Because we got Andre over there in the UK. He's coming all the way from the US. He's spending money on hotels, flights, and he already put money on 9th round knockout. Should he be putting it a little earlier to make a little more dough? You know?
Well, look, let's talk about Joshua for a second. Okay, now the man is. They need to rename the man Kermit the Frog. That's how green he is. Okay, I haven't been impressed with Joshua yet. He's beat nobody. The man has beaten nobody but a string of tomato cans. Okay, I mean, he makes. Look, Anthony Joshua's resume makes Gennady Golovkin's resume look that of Muhammad Ali. Okay, that's how bad and abysmal the man's resume is. It's fucking ridiculous, and I can't think of 2 words to better describe the man's resume other than motherfucking ridiculous. Okay, that's what it is. He's beaten nobody.
Yeah, wait a minute. But look at the amount of time that he's beaten the nobodies that you're claiming are nobodies. I mean, other heavyweights haven't been moving this fast. I don't even think, hey, you're the historian, right? What about Tyson? Has he moved as fast as this guy? Has Tyson been already penciled in to fight a Wladimir Klitschko?
Wait.
Hold on. We got a message for That was an accident. My bad. You can continue arguing.
Oh, you jerk job. All right, Fight Doc, you're back.
Look, Mike Tyson was 20 fights in when he won his first title, okay? He won his first title against quality opposition.
But listen,
Tyson.
No. But the difference is Tyson didn't go into his 18th fight with a Wladimir Klitschko on his resume. Don't try to pass that off, bro.
Oh, stop it. Mike Tyson was 20 years old. He was 21 years old, knocking out top 10 heavyweights. What are you talking about? How old is Joshua? How old is Anthony Joshua?
We're not talking age. We're not talking age. We're talking about professional career. We're talking about professional career. We're not talking age.
How many fights did Mike Tyson have until he had a championship fight?
Forget about that. How many fights did it take for him to get someone on the level of Wladimir Klitschko in the ring is all I'm saying. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit that thumbs up button. It's very important. It helps with the visibility of the show. Go ahead, Fight Doctor.
Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Wait, let's stop. First of all, let's get some shit straight, all right? Mike Tyson could go through Anthony Joshua's resume, Klitschko included, in a weekend.
No,
okay?
well, that's just a hypothetical
Undefeated.
now. You know, we're just playing fantasy boxing now. That's what you want to play. You don't want to talk boxing. You want to do fantasy boxing now. Oh, Mike Tyson can go through Joshua's resume.
We can talk boxing, but we can talk boxing, but let's keep it real, okay? Let's keep it real.
No, keeping it real is saying, Nestor, you're right. Mike Tyson hadn't fought anybody on the level of Wladimir Klitschko in his 19th fight. He just hasn't. But that doesn't mean anything. You can go down that road.
Look, there are probably at least 3, 4, probably 5
that's
guys
not me.
on Tyson's resume prior to his first championship fight who would go through Joshua's resume undefeated. Okay, that's how bad his resume is.
Do you even have the resumes in front of you, or are you just studying it from memory?
No, he's just throwing up hypotheticals, bro. Like, oh, this guy would beat that guy just because of this. No, man. What's true is Anthony Joshua stepping in the ring on Saturday. I asked you, how soon should someone put some money? Give me an answer. Forget all this resume garbage and comparison stuff. We're talking boxing.
Look. This fight is. I'm going to say it's probably pretty evenly matched, given the whole when all things considered. When you consider Klitschko's age, how he looked, and then when you consider Anthony Joshua and his inexperience and how green he is, and I think when you weigh all the factors, it comes out to be pretty evenly matched. But I'm going to favor Joshua ever so slightly, only because one, he's on the upswing, and Klitschko is clearly on the downswing, clearly. Okay, so I think, and then on top of that, we have to look at. We also have to, the one thing that hasn't been talked about yet is we have to consider Klitschko's record against guys who have punching power.
Fight Doc.
It's not good.
We love your segment, but we're going to have to come back. There's a lot of people waiting and a lot of alumni too. We've been gone for a while. You know we're going to come back to you. Stick around because from one alumni to another, we get nothing but great callers around here. So if you're enjoying this show, you love what we're doing, hit that thumbs up button or head on over to iTunes, drop us a 5-star review. It helps with the visibility of the show. We're going out to Atlanta with the Milkman.
I told y'all a long time ago, the Kirkland will go down in 3 rounds.
Next, I got milk, baby.
Yo, what's up, fellas? It's the Milkman. Y'all have been on a hiatus, man, and I've missed you very much. I'm glad y'all are back.
Just out putting in some work in the Longhorn State in Dallas, the hometown of Earl Spence Jr. We wanted to get some good coverage on him before he headed on over to Sheffield to do battle with Kell Brook. But Milkman, we missed you too, man. We need your knowledge here. We're looking for a little help for Andre, who's over in the UK right now. He flew out from the US and he's putting money on Joshua in the 9th. How are you predicting this fight?
I think Joshua is probably going to stop Klitschko. I'm going to say in round 7. I think Wladimir, I think his age might be catching up to him a bit. His last 2 fights, you know, his punch output has decreased, you know, pretty significantly. 2, on top of that, Joshua, you know, we've seen Klitschko how he usually fares with guys that are big like him. You know, Fury. I don't know if Corey Sanders was around his size, but I think he was a big guy. So you take that into consideration. Joshua's a strong kid. He has pretty solid boxing fundamentals, and he has devastating power. So I think that's just going to be Klitschko's downfall. Plus, I saw Klitschko like doing some mitt work, man, and his timing just looked a little off. I don't know what it was. I don't know. It was like some subtle things that I didn't like what I was seeing. So I think he's gonna just catch him, man, and get him out of there in the 7th. And that's my call.
Milkman, as always, thank you for calling in. From Atlanta, we're going to Dwayne in Rochester, New York. Right? Is it New York?
Yeah, what's good? What's good? What's good, fellas? What's going on? Try to be real quick. You know, a lot of calls going on. They want to get on. So I'm going for Joshua, man. I'm a big Joshua fan. I think it's time for a new superstar in boxing. And I know Canelo was a superstar, but I like to see Joshua go on there, get it done. I like Klitschko, but I think he had his time. You know, you got fighters out there that's had their time, and it's time to go. It's Joshua's time now. So I like to see him get in there, beat him, and go in there and fight Fury, Wilder, etc., and be the next big thing. So I think this is what boxing needs. Klitschko had his time. It's time for the next step, the next big young guns to get it on. Let Klitschko go, you know, do his thing, whatever. He had his time. You know what I'm saying? So I just like to see Joshua step up tomorrow and just put a stamp on what is going to be, I hope, a great career. So I like to see him get it done in good fashion. I'm talking about 9th, 10th round TKO. I don't think he's going to knock him out. I'm looking for a TKO stoppage. So that's what I'm looking for. Thanks a lot, fellas.
All right, brother. Well, thanks for calling in, Dwayne. Out in Rochester, we're going to go out to LA's best trainer, 323 Santiago. Talk to us.
Hey guys, what's up? Nice to see you all back here, giving us a show the day before the fight itself. It's going to be fun. Obviously, the smart money is on Joshua. This is the perfect setting for the passing of the torch from one dominant champion to what should be another dominant champion. But I wouldn't be surprised if Klitschko still has just enough in him to basically hand Joshua his first loss, try to take him into the deep water since he's never been to distance, and see just how good his stamina is. And if Joshua can either get a late round stoppage or even get a clear-cut unanimous decision, I think that'll be an impressive feat in and of itself for him. My pick is going to be Anthony Joshua, but I would not be surprised if Wladimir Klitschko does get the victory in this one because he does have a lot to prove. Ain't got much to say about this. As always, any questions you want to ask me about the topic at hand, feel free to ask. Otherwise, that's my call.
Santiago, what's the best round to bet on?
Honestly, I probably would bank it between rounds 5 and 7 for Joshua to get it before the stamina probably starts to make itself either apparent or irrelevant.
5 or 7. Santiago, thank you for calling in. We're going to Gabe. Hold on, Gabe. What up?
Sorry, we got a ringer, Gabe. We got somebody bringing that heat. Stainless from Nashville.
Oh, Stainless is up.
To the point for those with attention deficit. I'm so repetitive, so I gotta repeat. Stainless from the streets to the deep. I'm coming with that heat. All you need to know about me, I'm coming with that heat.
Woo! TDV, what up?
What up, Stainless?
What up?
Ain't that, man. Like Milkman said, I miss y'all, man. But before I even get into this Klitschko Joshua thing, thank you so much for all that Errol Spence footage, man. It was good to see my man sparring. Like, damn, he is not playing. I thought Spain was burning that heat. Errol bringing the truth. And I just wanted to say thank you, man. Yeah. But that being said, let's get on this Klitschko Joshua thing. I'm pretty much with everybody else. I see Joshua pulling it out. Maybe not as late as everybody's talking, 5th or 6th round. But like Santiago said, if he doesn't do it by the 6th round, it's going to go to decision. And I don't know what to call it, damn man. I think I'll stick with Joshua, but if it goes to decision, which I hope it doesn't, I'm real uneasy on that Joshua pick. Klitschko actually lives here in the Nashville area with his baby mama / wife, Hayden Panettiere. And from what I understand, he's training out there in the Clarksville boxing gym out on the Army base. So, and he's out there all the time. Like we used to see him around town, but he is really focused on his training. I don't know if that's going to make the difference. And to be honest, I seriously doubt it after seeing his last 2 fights. But I'm excited either way. So I'm saying
You know, so really, I just wanted to call in because, like everybody else is saying, I missed y'all guys, man. Appreciate all of the work and the footage, man. But it's good to hear y'all voices again, man. As I say before I end every call, please make sure you push the thumbs up and share this and every episode of the Boxing Voice podcast. I'll let some of the other callers get in.
Stainless, thank you for calling in as always. Let's get back up out to Gabe in Salt Lake City. Where you at? Where you at? Did he drop off? No, he did not. Thanks for sticking around, Gabe. Talk to us. Uh-oh. All righty then. Chris in Inglewood.
Can you come back to me?
Sure, because Inglewood always up to no good. You know how that goes. Compa, my man, he going to be ready always in Los Angeles.
What up, Boxing Voice?
Compa. Yo, compa.
Man,
Yo, you've made a serious impression on us, bro. We were over there in Texas, and everybody, like all three of us, just kept saying "Boxing Voice." Like all we could talk about was Compa. Yo, you the man for sure, bro. What's going on?
Hey, man, I'm gonna trademark that like Michael Buffer. But check it out. I'm gonna catch this week. I think it's gonna be a good fight, but I'm gonna go with Wladimir Klitschko. I think he's gonna show for the fight. Yeah, I think he's gonna show for the fight. But if Joshua wins, he's gotta fight Wilder.
Yo, what's that? Gorilla Glue?
Looking out, Boxing Boy. Looking out, Boxing Boy.
Copa mid-toke in the call. I love it.
All right, brother. Let me go back to Gabe one more time before I keep it moving. Yo, you still got the Desperado going on.
We got Chris from Inglewood, remember?
Yeah, I know, but Gabe was first. Gabe, you might need to hang up and call back in, brother. No, Inglewood said to come back to him. We're going to go out to Larry in San Francisco. Larry, what's going on, brother?
Hey, that was some pretty cold on-hold music from whoever that was. But big ups to the Boxing Voice. It's been a minute since I've been back on and glad to be back on. Hold up one sec. Let me get inside. Okay, can y'all hear me?
Loud and clear.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Can you hear us?
Okay, I got you now. No, I appreciate it, guys. The shows, as always, the coverage, as always. Hope you had a good time eating pancakes and ribs in Texas. I was living vicariously through you doing that. But enough of the small talk. Hey, it's Anthony Joshua Wladimir Klitschko week. I'm hyped. I'm excited about a big profile heavyweight fight. And let me just get right to it. Joshua wins this fight by stoppage. He absolutely, positively stops Wladimir Klitschko. Lesser fighters have done it before. Joshua will do it again tomorrow. I'm not going to call the round. I can't say I'm that clairvoyant about it, but it's a Joshua stoppage. It should be a Joshua stoppage. He's a talented, young, powerful fighter, and Klitschko is past his prime. Fight Doctor was all over the place with his call, but I will say this. He was right about the breakdown of Vlad. The past has passed him, and now it's on to the new. So big ups to boxing. I'm glad we got some big fights to talk about. Can't wait to call in on the Immediate React or the Sunday show. And until then, though, I'm out.
That's right, Larry. Thanks for the plug. He's absolutely right. Immediately after the Anthony Joshua, Wladimir Klitschko show, the Boxing Voice will be doing an immediate reaction. So if, you know.
Are we doing a Patreon live chat during the fight? Are we going to do a live show during the fight?
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe.
Or those $7 and up Patreons. You know, if you don't know what that is, go to patreon.com/the Boxing Voice, and you can find all the information you want.
Check it out. Remember that every Patreon is the reason that we even made it to Dallas, and we're able to get that coverage for you. Ultimately, you're helping TBV grow. with your patronage. Let's head on out to New York City. 347 looks like a first-time caller. 347. Have you called in before? 347-782. 347-782. Are you a first-time caller? Just listening? Oh, there he goes. You there, brother? We're going to move on. Going to...
On. We can go back to Chris from Inglewood.
I say give him some time.
Okay.
Let's go to Blind Man Brad in Bakersfield. Talk to us.
Hey, nice to hear you guys, man. How's it going?
Going good. Going good.
All right. Well, I think that, okay, for everyone that doesn't know a lot about Anthony Joshua, he has 18 wins via knockout, correct?
Correctamundo.
Well, that's pretty impressive, and I think that kind of knocks off the green hat idea, because he's a champion with 18 wins via knockout, correct?
Yes.
Correct.
So, I mean, these are things to keep in mind when you're laying judgment on this fight. And Wladimir Klitschko's last 2 or 3 fights didn't look that good either, right?
Correct.
Well, that's what I'm talking about right there. So, I mean, what are you getting when you get this fight? You're getting a veteran that knows what he's doing, and he's in Wladimir Klitschko. And you're getting somebody that's going for somebody's head, going for whatever they're going to eat him up like a tiger. That's his plan. Can he go the distance with him? I believe so, because I believe if he survives the onslaught from Joshua, that he's still going to be in survival mode. He's still going to be taking shots that he don't need to be taking to get to that point that he don't need to be at. And obviously his plan can't be go in there, drop him. He can't match him in that. It would be more of a lucky shot, in my opinion, for Wladimir Klitschko to defeat Anthony Joshua the way that Anthony Joshua could defeat Wladimir Klitschko. So, I mean, these are things that you have to take in consideration. And let's say that Vladimir's on the winning end of the fight. Is it going to be as good of a fight as Anthony Joshua being on the winning end?
Hell no.
Probably. Exactly. So you want Pacquiao Mayweather? Vote for Wladimir Klitschko. If you want to see something real that's going to happen, then here we go. You're getting it. And the 9th round, I wouldn't pick it. I picked 7th. I've already announced that on the show. I'm picking 7th round like Milkman. Good call. And I really look forward to the fight. It's going to be a great fight. Even a blind man can see. TVV's #1. Like, subscribe, follow them on Twitter. And as always, thank you guys very much.
All right, Brad. Thank you for calling in. We're going to go to some alumni.
Yo, first of all, let me say, I don't pay Showtime to see you all there, not even putting a goddamn motherfucking effort. If I want to see some motherfucker just fight, I pick up a fight with somebody in the street. Don't need that shit. You don't love that form I do? Just move along. Gone. Fuck you. Next, what a great show. Thumbs up, donate.
Hey, yo. What's going on, people? What's poppin'?
Georgie Porgy, what's up?
Bring that high energy, Georgie. Bring it.
I'm coming for you, Mad Dog. I'm coming for you. I just don't want you to patent my shit either. But listen, bro, you getting... Let me get my win first before my fucking 2 minutes runs out. Fucking AJ gonna win because the Mafia wanted to win. Fucking Klitschko's on his way out. There is no fucking way on God's green earth that these goddamn vampires gonna let Klitschko fucking win. That's number one. That ain't happening. I don't give a fuck. That nigga just gotta make it to the 12th fucking round and hit the last bell. On the Brook and fucking Spencer, the same motherfucking shit. I him already fucking spirit cooked that dude. He going there as a sacrificial lamb, and he don't even fucking know it. So when the man get hugged to death, or he get robbed, or they come out that he went there 2 weeks early and they give him something on the food or some bullshit like that, I want to hear no excuses. So I want to put that on the record. That's pretty much it. I know a lot of people on the line. I see everybody supporting. My people watching. Thumbs up and support.
All right, Georgie. So let me get this straight. He said that Brooke is a sacrificial lamb?
I'll be honest, I missed like half that call, just like every other Georgie call. I thought he was talking about Joshua the whole time. And then I don't know. It's Georgie. Who knows?
Yeah, I think he said Brooke. Excuse me. Yeah, whatever. He made it seem like Earl is gonna get sacrificed to Brooke.
But I'll just put it this way. Georgie, Joshua Klitschko's literally tomorrow. Like, Brooke and Spence is 3 weeks away from now. Like, you can save that rant for that fight. Just letting you know.
Yeah. More alumni.
I'm back. Uh-oh.
Yeah, what's up, man? We'll keep it short and sweet. I'm going with Anthony Joshua, 5th round knockout. I feel like Klitschko's past his prime. He never had a chin. And he's, to me, I think he's a overrated boxer, in my opinion. I feel like he dominated the heavyweight division when there wasn't really any real good heavyweight fighters out. Like I said, 5th round knockout, Klitschko. It's just out with the old, in with the new. So I'm going with Joshua.
Santana, thanks for calling in as always. Antonio in Albany, what's up, brother?
Hey, man. What's going on, man? Been a long time, man. You guys been busy and shit. That's what's up, though. But, yo, Matt, real quick, hit me with that what is it, the song music. I mean, the sad song music, my fault. Oh, fucking never mind, bro. Yo, that goes fucking people. I spoke this shit about Klitschko. He's not old, man. He's pumped up for this fight. I think he's hungry for this fight. Everyone want to talk about his last fight, which was against Fury. We all know that fight was fucking boring, and Fury was like standing away from Klitschko. You know damn well fucking Joshua's not gonna fight like that. It's gonna be a dog fight, and I feel like the veteran's gonna take this. Just like May 27th, the veteran's gonna take that fight as well. And I feel like, Deontay Wilder is actually going to the UK thinking Klitschko's gonna win that fight, in my opinion. And I think it will be a good fight once Klitschko wins, And I just feel like Joshua's too green, just like I think Errol Spencer's too green. And Eddie Hearn is trying to make all this money so quick with this guy. He's just too damn young, too damn green, and I just feel like Hearn is just putting him in there just too damn quick, man. Like, I don't know what the fuck. Like, he's the best heavyweight fighter in the world right now, something like that. He's so confident in this guy, but I just feel like he's gonna lose. I think Klitschko's gonna have fun in there, like you said. And coming in at 240, I think he's gonna really be boxing in there on his toes. And I feel like he's gonna give Joshua, he's gonna take him to school. That's just my opinion. I just feel like Joshua's gonna be lost in there. The first 2-3 rounds, we're gonna find out if Joshua is gonna beat this guy. within the first 2 rounds, he looks confused and shit, he's gonna lose that fight. And Klitschko's gonna know that right away from the start. You know? Hey, but that's just in my opinion. Can't wait for the fight tomorrow. Big ass fight, man. 90,000 fans. I wish, you know, the US was like that, but hey, we'll see what happens, you know. But that's my call, man, yo, and just keep bringing that content, man. CDV for life, man. Don't give up, guys. Let's go.
Antonio, man, thank you so much. And obviously, thank you for being a patronage. You know that your whatever. Because of you, we was over there and we putting it down. That's all you need to know. 931, you're up. First time caller. Who's this? 931, first time calling in. 931-636.
Yeah. Just
all right. How long have you been listening?
This is, Ernest.
Hold on, sir. Few questions. How long have you been listening?
Today or
no, just in general?
In general, about maybe 2-3 months.
Oh, great. So you're brand new. So how'd you find us? YouTube? All right. Well, you know the tradition. We got a first time caller intro. We're going to go ahead and play that. We would like you to introduce yourself, give us your name and where you're calling from, and then go ahead and give us your preview and prediction of the big fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, making his professional debut,
Ernest from
Alabama.
Oh, from Alabama. All right.
Yes. Deontay Wilder's territory.
Yes, sir. He's out there in the UK starting trouble with Tony Bellew. I don't know if you've seen that.
Yeah, I saw it, man. Man, I'm gonna tell you, I'm getting highly disappointed in Deontay. I mean,
Bomb Squad!
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. First he gets a fight. First he starts a fight after his fight at the West End. Then he goes across the pond and starts a fight, man. Oh my God. But as far as AJ and Klitschko, I think it's a passing of the torch. I really do. And I'm gonna tell you something, guys. I love the British, and I love the British fight fans, and I love having the fights in Britain. I just don't like the time, man. 4 o'clock in the afternoon, 3 o'clock. I mean, we got to find some way to have some kind of compromise with the U.S., man, because this HBO Showtime sharing thing, and HBO's not showing until 10 o'clock at night Central Time. I mean, this is,
well, wait, but you got Showtime. You got Showtime showing it live. They're the only ones who's going to show it live in terms of U.S.
Yeah, but I'm a Hebrew Israelite. I don't watch TV on Saturday. I mean, come on, man. I mean, this is. I'm gonna watch it on HBO, and I'm not gonna have any devices on, so I won't know who won. But I think AJ is the real deal. And I think Deontay's in trouble because even though I'm a Deontay homer, I went to the fight in Birmingham, and he has serious flaws, and he can get away with it because his opponents, they got worse flaws. But I think Mark Breland and Jay, I don't think Deontay's had 38 fights, and AJ looks more like the seasoned fighter. I'm just saying. And I just, oh man, I'm hurt. I mean, you can hear it. I mean, my Alabama heart is hurt because I want Deontay to be great, but he's. I mean, listen, I saw on YouTube today this morning where Dr. Dre Skyped in AJ.
That was crazy. I can't believe that happened. Dr. Dre, one of the biggest musical producers of all time, decided, hey, I'm going to go Skype Anthony Joshua the morning of weigh-ins or whatever. That's just insane.
Right.
He's
and
transcending,
he's not
brother.
Deontay. I mean, right. I mean, that's oh goodness. I mean, I like AJ. I'm just a homer, and I'm just highly disappointed with Deontay. He should have went ahead and just had a fight in June or in May after the February fight.
But wait a minute.
Get a fight in December.
What you say your name was? Because my producer ain't put it down yet.
My name Ernest.
Yeah, Ernest. I put it down. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
You got to remember, I mean, he just called Joseph Parker out, and Joseph Parker decided to fight a guy that Andres Fedosov beat in Bucksino about 2 or 3 years ago in Razvan Kuhan or some shit like that. So, I mean, Wilder has been trying. He's called out Fury. Before Fury fought Vladimir Klitschko, Wilder wanted that fight. Everybody who's on Twitter seen those infamous battles.
Yes,
but these fights never happened. He's called out Anthony Joshua.
This is my point. Wait a minute. This is my point, though. My point is that you had a week and a half before the May 6th date, and you need to fill somebody quickly. And you can still make the late July date for Deontay, but I'm saying the WBC might end up stripping Deontay if he doesn't fight Stavern. And
you pay step aside money to the step.
WBC in his pocket.
You pay step aside money to mandatories, man. Pay that. Unification supersede.
Hey, Don King is not going to take that. He's not going to take step aside money. I'm telling you.
Don King don't ruffle Al Heyman feathers. Nobody ruffles Al Heyman feathers.
WBC though.
Yo, nobody ruffles Al Heyman feathers. He got an offer you can't refuse.
Don King controls the WBC. How you think Stavern ended up being #1 contender with one fight in 24 months?
Brother, I highly doubt Don King has that influence, man. Think about how many WBC champions there are and how many of them are Don King fighters.
Right. And look at their rankings, right? Look at their rankings. Bermane Stavern is the #1 contender with one fight where he got knocked down since January 2015, since Deontay beat him.
Yeah, but every other heavyweight is ranked in another division. I mean, excuse me, another sanctioning body, right? Like Luis Ortiz is ranked highly in the WBA. That's why he's waiting for the winner of this fight with Anthony Joshua and Vladimir Klitschko. You know, Pulev is ranked highly in the IBF. The fighters need to pay the sanctioning fees in order to be ranked. If you don't want no sauce with Wilder, well, why the fuck you going to pay them sanctioning fees? You don't want to get elevated up. The only one brave enough is Bermane. Don't you get it? He's calling them out, and no one's ranked in that sanctioning body. I wonder why all of a sudden no one doesn't want the most prestigious title, the one that Muhammad Ali held. Think about it. When Vitaly Klitschko held it.
Muhammad Ali held it. Yeah, but Muhammad Ali just held the WBA too. It wasn't like he held the WBC by himself. The only one who did that was Larry Holmes. Larry Holmes never undisputed. Muhammad Ali was undisputed. He held both belts.
Ali held that title up. WBC. That's why every other fighter wants it.
Right, because it's a green belt and it looks nice. But I'm telling you, WBA has been around longer than the WBC.
Okay, but we're not gonna argue about who's been around longer. We're gonna argue about why the fighters are not ranked in the WBC rankings. Why don't they want to do VADA? Why don't they want to be ranked? You tell me. You tell me. No one is questioning is Wilder's dirty. Listen, no one is questioning is Wilder's dirty, but they question every other heavyweight. Yet every other heavyweight is not in this sanctioning body, which does voluntary VADA for the top 15.
But you're still not getting what I'm saying. Why is Stavern #1 and Luis Ortiz #2 in the WBC?
I don't know.
Bermane Stavern is #1 in the WBC.
I don't know, man. The only thing I could think of is because he was supposed to have that eliminated with Povetkin. That's it. That's about it. That's the only logical.
There's another thing. It's called DK. DK. DK is DK.
Excuse me?
It's DK. Don't be in denial about DK, Don King.
Oh, Don
That's why
King?
he's number one in the WBC.
Nah, man. He was already in position for a title eliminator shot with Povetkin, so it's not fair for him to be D-ranked or demoted in the rankings because Povetkin tested dirty. Don't you get it? Come on, man. DK. Listen, hey, I love the back and forth, but you know we've been going and we were at Texas and all that covering Earl, so we got a lot of callers. I've given you way more than the allotted time, but I really want you to call back, Ernest. This is a great call. I love going back and forth. All right, brother?
All right, man. No problem.
Thank you again, man. Let me get out to some alumni calling in here.
It's Baltimore, gentlemen. The gods will not save you.
Hey, what's up? What's going on?
What's up, what?
What's up, man? Man, these motherfuckers in the chat, they bugging out, man. They said Andre Ward was hanging with Jay-Z, but I told him I thought Jay-Z was the devil. Well, how can the devil hang with? How can a guy that believe in God hang out with the devil? I don't understand how that's going down. But nevertheless, that's not the topic of the day. But they got me bugging in this chat, man. I miss some crazy motherfuckers in the chat, man. I miss Georgie crazy ass, all them crazy motherfuckers, man. Yeah, so what's the topic? Klitschko. Yeah, I like Klitschko. But you know, Father Time, as you know, Father Time is 99-0. Father Time don't lose. Father Time is 99-1. No, 99-0. So it's time. Klitschko had his time, man. You can't hang in there forever, man. It's done. That shit done, man. I believe the young boy going to beat him about 7 to 9. He gonna get him out of there about 7 to 9 rounds, man. So in between the 7th and 9th round, he should have him out there. It's no heavyweight fight going to 12 rounds these days, man. It's going to be a knockout fight.
But Klitschko's notorious for going 12 rounds.
Yeah, I know he do a lot of holding, but I like some of the shit that Josh said. He say he can't stop the nigga from holding him, but he gonna be doing a lot of little shit to him when he try to hold him, go to his body and shit like that, and break him down. He gonna try to break him down for the stoppage. So he say he'll try to break him down, man. I like the kid, man. I like Klitschko too, but I gotta pick somebody. You feel me? I gotta pick somebody, but I like both of these boxers. They don't do a lot of trash talking and shit. They're a little robotic, but I like them. You know, they go up, they about their business. They're a little robotic though, for my taste. But I like both of them personally. I like the way they fight. But Klitschko do all the hitting and holding sometimes. He go a little overboard with that. But I think it's this time, man. You can't stay around forever, especially in a sport like boxing, man. You know, you can't stay around forever. So I pick them by knockout. You can't stay around forever. You wish you're gonna have to let your reign go and go off in the pasture. You know, go off in the pasture, let the young bulls run around and fuck all of them and fuck all the women, man. You gotta let young bulls fuck up too. You can't keep fucking forever, man. That's my call, man. Now I'll be calling back Sunday, eat my crow if I'm wrong, man. Y'all enjoy. Nice to be back, man. Nice to be back, man. Everything, man. Brothers fight sometimes. Now, you know how it is, right?
For sure, brother. Thank you again for calling in. Wood, you already know the door's always open. You see Georgie's back. I don't never close the door, man. This is the voice of the people, and everyone has an opinion. You know the number 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 if you want to voice your opinion here on the Voice of the People hotline. If you want to call us internationally, add Nestor Gibbs on Skype. That's NESTORGIBBS. Let's go out to China, right? Oh, hold on.
We got a ringer on the line, Dempsey.
Oh, let's go to Dempsey then.
Dempsey.
What up?
What's up, brother?
What's up, guys? How y'all doing?
Happy to be back on the air, that's for sure, brother. Happy to be back on the air talking to you guys, man. We missed a lot of good topics for sure.
We did, man. Yeah, definitely. I missed you guys too. Glad you guys are back on the air, and definitely looking forward to another weekend of boxing. Let's get this prediction in with Klitschko Joshua. You know what, man? The way I see it, if Joshua gets him out, it's probably going to be within 7 rounds. But if it goes past 7 rounds, because we've never seen Joshua go the distance before, and as long as Klitschko can handle Joshua, there's a possibility that the later rounds could play into Klitschko's favor. He's got so many rounds under his belt. He's got championship fighters under his belt. Won a title twice. I mean, Olympic gold medal. I mean, we go on and on with this guy. We really can. Joshua, what he's got going for him is that youth and that strength. We know he's a strong motherfucker. He is, definitely. But we all know Klitschko's got that punch. He does. He's got that punch. The one fight that really stands out to me sometimes is the Jennings fight. Now, Jennings was able to give Klitschko a little bit of problems, but Klitschko, because of his experience, he was able to overcome those situations and use his experience to over Jennings' youth. But Jennings is not a power puncher like Joshua. That's the difference between the two. But in the end, I mean, if it goes within 7, it's Joshua. If it goes past 7, it's going to be Klitschko. And go ahead and give me my servant a crow for big Umberto over Porter last week. Yeah, man. What can I say, man? Fucking. That was like a fucking mugging. That was like a fucking mugging shit, dude. But it'll be interesting to see who Sean fights next. That's for sure. And that about ends my call. I'm glad you guys are back, and let's have a great weekend of fights.
For sure, brother. Thank you for calling in, Dempsey, and obviously, thank you for being a patron and becoming a ringer. You know, we totally appreciate that you supporting the movement. We got to get to Gabe from Salt Lake City. Call back in. Gabe, what's going on, brother? You had some difficulty with the telephone over there.
Yo, yeah, my bad, man. My bad. I did. Nah, man, thanks for the show, guys, and definitely missed you guys throughout the week, but I know you guys out there grinding, hardest workers in the game. But yeah, man, I want to first address the guy that was talking about Don King. Is that guy stuck in 1992 or what, man? I haven't heard Don King running any belt organization for a while. But I also have to agree with you guys I think it was your point, Ness, about Joshua's never been past the 7th round. I think Dempsey was just saying it. I think if it goes past 10, I favor Klitschko, but I think I'm going to pick Joshua within 10 rounds. And Matt, you said that this is the biggest fight in boxing today, this year. Next week, big fight. What would you say is the bigger fight, or both of you guys?
I would say for boxing fans, this fight is bigger. Joshua Klitschko is a much bigger fight than Canelo Chavez. Now, in terms of exposure, the amount of eyeballs on it, pay-per-view buys and such, the amount of money generated from the event, Chavez-Canelo could be bigger. But this fight's the best fight, the biggest fight in terms of boxing fans, in my opinion, about what we view the sport is, the passing of the guard, this passing of the torch between Klitschko and Joshua, a potential new face of the sport in Joshua. This fight's massive for us.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's got to be Joshua. I mean, he's gonna make history with this fight. No one is gonna remember that Tyson Fury beat him first. And the Canelo Chavez fight is more like, I was debating this with one of our close friends, Abe, man, and he's actually going to Canelo Chavez and spending all this money, and I'm trying to find out why. Like I get it watching it on TV. But I think that we all think that, Canelo's going to win and we're just a little bit happy that Chavez is working out. I mean, I don't know. I think this is definitely the bigger fight. Anthony Joshua and Wladimir Klitschko is definitely the bigger fight and even more competitive, even though they both have asterisks, right? Because Klitschko's been out of the ring 2 years now.
Yeah, I would have to agree. And his age, you have to put his age into effect. But I think the reason why people are very attracted to the Canelo Chavez, especially here in the U.S., especially the California demographic, the Mexican demographic, but all those posts that they're posting of Chavez being motivated, like Nacho Beristain being in the mountains in Mexico City, like, I don't know. I think that's what's really pushing this fight. The promotion's been great with all of this Chavez Jr.'s Instagram and Twitter posts is what I have to think. And then the last thing I just want to touch up on is, man, the Charlo, man, he's starting to be my favorite fighter right now, both brothers. But I think Jermell, the way he's boxing with that power now, like, I think that would be great. One of my dream scenarios would be to have Laura fight that Charlo and then have Earl Spence fight the other Charlo, have like a war camp fight. That's a fantasy fight. But, hey, man, thanks, guys. Have a good night.
For sure, Gabe. Thanks for calling in. And you know what? That would be a good fight. And Laura said he would fight that particular Charlo. So let's see if we can get that later on in the future. We got to get out to these phone lines. We got more alumni. Let me get to China real quick. Scorsese, talk to me.
I don't get the dude last name and just call, but to mention Charlo, I respect that. That dude looked like a fucking monster last weekend. That right hand, that jab, that right hand following it, the 7-8 punch combinations, Lions fucking only. Somebody typing it in the chat now. But Lions only made me think of young Lions, old Lions in the topic today. Man, Klitschko finna get his ass beat, right? Like this dude, I don't know if people remember, he was turning his fucking back to Tyson Fury. He couldn't see shots coming no more. 2 years don't help that shit. 2 years sitting out the ring don't help you seeing these shots no better. He just started throwing his hands up and he started looking like Deontay Wilder or something. Like some of the Wilder that's bad. And he's supposed to be the seasoned veteran with all these accolades on his belt. Look, all that eventually is useless. B-Hop had all that shit, and Joe Smith went in there and ate that shit up. He took it back to his house. Man, he finna get wrecked. I mean, this young dude finna come in here throwing, 6-7 punch combination. You throw a jab, he gonna counter with one shot, another shot. Man, he gonna try to eat him up. Yeah, he nice as shit. You know, the press and the build-up is boring as hell, but man, this ain't no fight of the year, no fight of the like. If you win, I don't want to hear nobody say Joshua the fight of the year. He's supposed to eat this dude up. There's other people out there that's, and you know what I'm saying. The fight had to happen. Klitschko had to go out, but we ain't got to sit up here and make it like it's the greatest fight in the world, or just because 90,000 people that act like it's the. Nah, we seen what Wladimir Klitschko was his last fight. He was scared of punches, and Tyson Fury not even supposed to be able to punch. He almost knocked him down. It's OV tomorrow. It's OV. I'm thinking it was Thursday and shit, so I was giving the man another 2 days to live. But damn, it's Friday, ain't it? He dying tomorrow, man. Shit's sad, man. I'm out, man.
All right, Scorsese. Well, thanks for calling in. Let's get back out to Skype. We're going to Marty Sway. Talk to me.
Yo, Ness, what's up, man? What's up, Matt? Good
What
job
up?
out there in Texas, man.
Thanks, brother. Thanks. What's going on?
Yeah, man. Just want to make my picks, man. I'm gonna go with everybody. I'm gonna go with the same pick everybody's making. Joshua. I think I really, honestly, I think this fight's a mismatch, man. Like old ass Klitschko, like come on, man. Tyson Fury already beat him, you know. So yeah, I gotta go with Joshua. Hey, did you guys know that Omar Chavez and Canelo's brothers fighting too this weekend?
Yeah, bro, but they already had that fight. Like they not even they like the and how many Chavezes haven't already fought an Alvarez? Because you know what's the one that fought on the Canelo? No, on the
the guy that fought Margarito. That was like his cousin or something like that.
Yeah, that was Ramon El Inocente. That was Ramon El Inocente. He fought Margarito.
Yeah, but we've been here before with with Omar Chavez and I think isn't it like Raul Alvarez or something like that?
like Ramon Alvarez. It starts with an R.
Ramon. Yeah. I watched the first one. Don't get me wrong. I mean, hey, I'm gonna watch the next one, but
Yeah, it's gonna be on BN Sports, and then Christopher Pitufo Diaz too on Unimas.
yeah, I like Pitufo in that left hook, man. He's starting to look promising. That's another Ricky Martinez trained fighter, the same trainer of Felix Diaz. Excuse me, not Felix Diaz. No, is it? No. What's the kid's name who crashed in the car, Matt? Top rank sign.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Top rank one that they always say like, oh, he looks like Trinidad. Verdejo. What's his first name?
Verdejo, yeah.
Verdejo. Yeah, he's supposed to fight Terry Flanagan, reportedly. That he's the mandatory to Terry Flanagan.
Yo, I said Felix Diaz. See, but that's what happens when you don't fight. We forget your name.
Hey, Ness, are you going to go to Vegas?
Nah, man. You're the second person that asked, though. You're the second person that asked. But no, I mean,
too much money.
I'll be honest with you. Listen, I'll be honest with you. I'd rather be here to do the show, bro. For this one,
yeah, do that immediate reaction.
Yeah,
show.
Man, I want to see if we get to 1 million viewers on this one because Khan Canelo did 500,000. So I'm like, well, maybe Chavez Canelo could do 1 million, right? And I want to be here for that. I want to see what happens. What if Chavez fucking knocks this dude out? Then it'll really do a fucking 1.5 million.
Oh, easily. If Chavez pulls off the upset, this is massive.
It'll be crazy. But listen, Anthony Joshua, Wladimir Klitschko, Mighty Sway, I'm going to get to some other calls. We got to wrap this thing up. I know we've been going for a minute, but I'm back, and I'm hungry as well. Let's see what we got going on here. Who'd we miss? Did we miss? Oh, yes. The end to the O. Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce to you a young fella, and he comes from the Magnolia. You got your block on fire, you remain in the G. Until the moment you expire, you know what it is. You make nothing out of something, you handle your biz. You don't be crying, and it's something you
Whoa. What's good, man? Let me get off into this shit right quick, bro. Let me get off in this shit. Now, first of all, I want this to be known from the start. I want Joshua to knock this motherfucker out. Get him out of the box. We need some new, fresh young blood in there. You know what I'm saying? But let's come back down to reality because they got people calling in acting like Klitschko Charles Martin or some shit. Like, this is what I'm not feeling about some of these calls that's coming in, dog. Because what you got to realize is Tyson Fury beat him, but you know the amount of work Tyson Fury put in to not fight, to not throw punches and do this posing and dancing and shit all around the ring. It's two totally different fighters. Joshua coming in the fight, so that means it's going to be opportunities to hit back. You understand? And just like Mayweather, Bernard Hopkins, and the rest of these crafty-ass veterans, they know how to make your punch output go down. You're not going to be throwing all these 100 punches and 6-punch combinations. That shit not about to happen. Not in this fight. It's going to be one fight that might open it up. And after you get him hurt, maybe you get on some shit like that. But while he's still focused, nah, man, this fight going to be boring as hell until somebody get hurt. It's going to be a lot of holding, a lot of looking at the fucking ref, and a lot of bullshit until something really, really, really big happens. I can see the fight going 12 rounds. If you can't see the fight going 12, I don't know what to tell you. You dig? Now, if it do go 12, Klitschko gonna get robbed because, like I said, it's time for some new, fresh young blood. All right, now we passed that. Now let's get on to the Chavez situation. I'm trying to know, why is everybody bigging this fight up like that? You know what I'm saying? This is a mismatch. Chavez ain't about to do shit. What has Chavez done in his career that's telling you he about to go in there against Canelo and upset this motherfucker? Don't tell me it's because he lost 11 rounds against Martinez And one. Why we getting motherfucking props for losing? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like Bogan knows 11 rounds to get bread, and we giving this motherfucking props for a shot he landed in the 12th round. We gotta stop this shit, man, and call a spade. Chavez beat everybody who he had a weight advantage to. This motherfucker A4, just because he done got himself in shape, all of a sudden he a better fighter. He got the same skills he been had. Man, we gotta stop this shit, man. This is a mismatch. It's gonna be target practice. This man gonna be right in front of this man. They're the same side. It's gonna be a knockout in the 9th round, man. Canelo, man. And I hope Johnson win the first fight, but it might go short. I'm going with Johnson now. That's my call.
And no, great call as always. Oh, look who's back. My man, Ishmael from Sacramento. What's going on, brother? Bringing that heat tonight?
Hey, seeing this traffic, just listening to the boxing voice, man. Excited about this weekend. I know a guy who knows a guy that sparred with Wladimir Klitschko in this camp, and he told me, it's first-hand information, but the boy said Klitschko, Mike, don't got it. Therefore, I got Anthony Joshua to thrashing. So that's what's gonna happen. Other than that, if Klitschko somehow pull out the win, it's kind of Muhammad Ali-ish third title that old, but I don't see that happening. I got Joshua. Kind of upset though that they don't have the undercard playing on Showtime or HBO. It's 2 eliminators on the card. The IBF featherweight eliminator with Scott Quigg, and the WBA lightweight eliminator with Luke Campbell. So we're not gonna see either of those fights. But while I'm waiting for the replay, if it's a good play, if it's a good fight, I'm gonna catch that FS1 fight with Zambrano and Claudio Morello. I got Morello in that one. So both of those fights exciting. So yeah, it's a big day, but I mean, this the biggest day up until May 20th. On May 20th, there's gonna be a whole lot of boxing. That's the real day I'm waiting on. It's a lot of cards on May 20th, but yeah, I got Joshua hands down.
Ishmael,
so the footage y'all had too from Texas too. Right on, man. I appreciate y'all. Glad you're back.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. All right, Matt.
Yes.
What's going on, bro?
Well, we have the special, the one and only Monsterpiece on the line.
Is she really?
I guess so. I mean, I think she's picking Joshua, maybe Klitschko. I don't know.
I'm a motherfucking monster.
Good evening, good evening, good evening.
Evening is
You know
good.
who I'm picking? Really quickly. I'm going to pick Klitschko.
Ooh.
I'm going to pick Klitschko.
Why?
Just because I'm in a crow tasting mood.
Okay. Okay. Crow is good.
The only... Nah, I'm joking. Let me tell you, the only people that will pick Klitschko for this fight are old themselves, don't like Klitschko. They love him. They love Klitschko. Like, love him. Like, they have his merchandise. They love him. Those are the only people that will pick Klitschko to win this motherfucking fight. This ain't his time anymore, man. 10 years holding it down, enough is enough. You know how I think this fight should end? The way Vitali, when Vitali fought Lennox Lewis, and he got mad because it stopped the fight. That's how I wanted to go down. That would be
Controversially? Monster, we don't want that. We don't want that ending, Monster. Come on. Everyone still talks about how Vitaly Klitschko would have beat Lennox Lewis if it wasn't for that cut. We don't want that. We want a clear-cut winner. Fuck these Triple G Jacobs fights.
That's true. But it would be...
We want clear-cut winners.
It's going to be a... Oh, absolutely, and that's exactly what you're going to get, Matt. You ain't going to get anything less than that. Man, Klitschko's old. You know, we got to remember him as being one of the best. And, you know, it's time for these young bucks to, you know, time for us to give them their bread and their glory. And I think Joshua, it's not that I think, we all know that he's going to win tomorrow. I mean, it would be embarrassing. It would not be embarrassing, but it would be a shock if he loses. But no, he's winning tomorrow. Definitely. So that's that. Canelo and Chavez. Ness, where are you watching that fight? In your house?
You know it. But hit me up off air. I don't know why everybody keeps going to this Canelo Chavez. That was Marty Sway doing that.
That was Marty Sway, that motherfucker.
We talking Joshua Klitschko.
Yeah, but there's no really no discussion, to be honest with you. I think Klitschko already has enough of a history. If you've been watching boxing long enough, you know his
no, I hear that, but the thing is that there's
history,
other
his trajectory, his legacy in the sport, and it's definitely what the fuck was that?
Matt.
What, Matt?
We know you're going to say that Klitschko's old, that he's done, that there's no way he can beat Joshua, blah blah blah. It's okay.
But
I mean, he might. You never know. Anything can happen in the ring.
It's a 50-50 fight.
Experience ain't gonna win. He's gonna the only really old heavyweight that we can remember is George Foreman, and Klitschko is gonna retire.
Luis Ortiz.
One way or another. Either he's gonna train. Listen,
Luis Ortiz.
He's gonna train. He's gonna educate, or he's gonna sell grills.
Vitaly Klitschko was old.
This motherfucking fight. What you said?
I said Vitaly Klitschko was old, and he had a lot of success.
He's gonna hit Joshua with that steel hammer. Then what?
Exactly. Exactly. That's what you think. You think that hammer still works? That shit got mad chips on it. It's falling off. It's old as hell.
No
that
respect.
Hammer ain't gonna do much, man.
No respect for the
He's gonna retire. He's gonna retire.
Who's the better boxer? Hey, Monster, who's the better boxer? Now, who's gonna win? Who's the better boxer, Klitschko or Joshua?
That's a good question. I think. No, I'm still here. Shut up. I think all of Joshua's fights have ended in a KO. So how much do we know about his boxing skills?
She still hasn't answered it.
So who is better? Just name a name.
No, you
I
making
think
excuses.
Klitschko. I think Klitschko.
Okay.
I think Klitschko's a better fighter.
So you don't think that has
that doesn't necessarily mean that's gonna get in the way of Joshua's determination, hunger, youth, and fucking strength. So at the end of the day, man, you know what I mean? Joshua's gonna win. Whether Klitschko's a better boxer or fighter or not, Joshua's gonna win that fight just based on those things.
Do you know who was really hungry to win a fight? Charlie Zeninoff against Deontay Wilder. But skill always kind of trumps willpower, in my opinion.
Let me get to some other callers
Well,
who do
Ness,
think
one
that
more
this
thing
fight is
before I
good.
hang up. Ness.
Monster.
Ness. Let me just say what. Fuck, you got me off track. Now I don't fucking remember. Thank you, Ness, for interrupting my thought.
Sure, it was me.
Oh, now I remember. The real winners tomorrow are the fucking fans.
Oh
They're
God,
gonna
so
win.
cliche, Monster.
The
real
winners
are
gonna win this.
The real winners
are the real fans that are gonna win this. They're heavyweight. Make history in that ring in one of the biggest fights in London. While we here with our fucking champion and still haven't done shit. So I'm still waiting for Wilder to bless us with a good fight one day. So we Americans can have a good time. God damn it. This is special.
Yo,
This is special.
freedom of speech for
Guys,
sure.
amazing job. Amazing job, guys in Dallas. Thank you so much for bringing us that coverage.
Just wait till that all access video comes out. I'm just warning everyone here.
Whatever. Don't believe the hype. Do not
Nas, I need to be on the field. I need to be on the field as well, man. How you expect me to make this connection?
Tevin Farmer got to fight in New York. Tevin Farmer got to fight in New York. You ready? You ready to wet your whistle? You want to go cover? Actually, you want to cover Crawford with Adam, but you can't.
Ooh, you already know I'm covering Crawford.
You can't just be
because I'm already looking for.
All right, we gotta go.
That.
We gotta go. We'll talk on fair. We'll talk on fair. Jeez Louise. 347. I'm coming back to you. Second time around. 347. First time calling. Who's this? Well, I just want to say really quick, Matt.
Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
You know what I'm saying? Because Monster had some really explicit things to say. Just want the world to know. Everyone has their own opinion around here. You know what I mean? 347. Third time trying to get you back on the show, buddy. Oh, you're alive. Who's this? First time calling in?
Yeah, first time.
First time. How long have you been listening, sir?
Hello?
Yes.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. My name's Will, man.
Whoa,
I've been listening to you guys for 6 months.
6 months. All right. So we're going to go ahead and play this first time caller intro. I know you know the tradition around here, so then just say where you're from. You already said your name is Will, so Will from wherever that is after this.
Ladies and gentlemen, making his professional debut.
It's Will from Brooklyn, man.
Brooklyn. So what's up, brother? Joshua Klitschko.
Yes,
what's
sir.
going down? What round should I put money on?
Man, you know what? I would probably say within 5 rounds, Joshua.
Wow, that early, huh?
I think within 5 rounds, Joshua. I actually think, watch my words, I think Joshua's going to come out in the first round and just lay wood on him immediately. And he might not come out in the first round, actually.
Damn. Well.
Yeah.
I'd be shocked if he does that.
But I also call for one. Nah, don't be shocked. It's power against form, basically, man. Joshua's too powerful for him. I think one time if Joshua connects, the guy's done. He's finished. But I wanted to ask you guys something though, man. Like the reason why I called, man, when the Andre Ward Kovalev thing was going on a couple of weeks ago, how come you guys didn't do any podcast on that, man? Like every other fight, you guys did a podcast on. You didn't do no podcast on the Andre Ward fight.
On the fight or like the Twitter racial thing?
Or I'm sorry, no, not just the racial thing, but even before that, when they had a 3-city tour, they were going to each city.
We did a show on. We did a show on the announcement of the fight. We talked about them doing a 3-city tour. Yeah, we talked about that.
I didn't.
Let me check right here. I'm gonna tell you how many
hear it. I
views
didn't see
got.
one.
Yes, sir, we did.
I know we didn't do a show addressing what Surya Kovalev tweeted, but that's also because we didn't see it because he deleted it so fast.
Oh, okay.
Like I didn't see it till days
You guys
after.
are hating on my man Andre Ward, man.
Not at all, brother. Not at all.
No, but definitely go back on YouTube.
Press conference. When was the press conference?
3
That
weeks.
was about 2 weeks ago, roughly.
Wow, we do so many shows. You're gonna have to look for that. But yes, I remember it.
Okay, all right, no problem. Yeah, man, but I think, what do you guys think is going to happen tomorrow?
Man, what everybody else is saying. Joshua should be winning this.
We're gonna see the new face of boxing.
After 19 fights, you believe?
Yeah,
that?
man. The first $1 billion man.
$1 billion boxer says that's what he wants to become. I mean, he's gonna have to stay out there for sure to get it done.
Yeah, he will. But let me ask you guys something also. How do I join our Patreon?
Just go to patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice. Make sure you check out all the perks so that you know where you want to get in at. But thank you just for even thinking of that. We're going to get to some other callers, and we hope that you continue to call in more regularly. 6 months, man. We need to start coming out. I mean, whenever Enrique finishes learning, but we definitely need like a line that's like, I've been listening for X amount of time, right? Like the 6-month shirt, maybe the year shirt, maybe the 2-year shirt, like that, right? Let's get to 972. 972. You're up. 972, isn't that Texas? 972-854. 972-854.
Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes.
Oh, man, I've been on so long I went to sleep.
Oh, shit.
First time caller, listen all the time.
Hold on. First time caller. So you listen all the time. How long is all the time?
Probably about a year and a half.
Nice. You would
About a year and a half regular.
Okay, so I'm gonna get and play this first time caller. I'm gonna get and play this first time caller intro. You just go ahead and introduce yourself. Let us know where you're calling from, and you could get right into the topic, which is obviously we want your preview and prediction of Joshua Klitschko.
Ladies and gentlemen, making his professional debut.
Big 8 representing that dirty Dallas, Texas. You know what I'm talking about? Representing the South, about to put it down for a split second. You know what I'm talking about? Basically, prediction. I'm tired of Klitschko. I hope he lose. Other than that, I really don't follow the heavyweights. I'm mostly, of course, following this Kell Brook deal. The Chavez fight. And a waste of time, waste of money. I wouldn't watch it if they were in my front yard fighting. You know, I'm really not interested in Canelo fighting the bum. You know, it's like, you know, all these good fighters he could fight, he wants to fight this guy. This is the only guy you can find out of everybody to fight. So, you know, I don't really have any interest in that. But as far as the Joshua Klitschko, I'm gonna watch it, but I mean, Klitschko, he always find a way to win. I hope he loses this time. You know. Hello?
Now we're here, brother, giving you the floor. Don't want to interrupt.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. But that's basically my thoughts on that fight. And I wanted to ask you a question. How did these folks down here treat you in Dallas? How did you enjoy it?
I'm so happy you said that. I'm so happy that you said that. Oh, I can't believe I almost forgot to mention the most amazing news ever. The 48% is real, ladies and gentlemen. Let me just tell you, it is 48%. We talk about the 48% women, the monster pieces of the world, and the Leslie B's, and, you know, this time Tamika and Erica in Dallas. How small is the world that me and Matt and another TBV representative is out in Dallas, and we happen to be at the same bar that not only 2 women, but also 1 guy who listens to the Boxing Voice is there, bro. And it was insane. How did they treat us?
Recognize us, and they like squealed and like, oh my God, it's Nestor and Matt.
How did they treat us? Like celebrities, and they made my fucking heart all warm and pump fast, and I was happy as hell, and we had Jameson shots. They did, not me. I don't drink whiskey. But, man, shout out to Tamika, a.k.a. Beyonce, my girl Erica, who was just amazing, my boy Malcolm, who put them onto the show, and they're hardcore listeners, bro. It's just amazing. Dallas was amazing. Even in Earl's gym, I was taken back. 2 of Earl's friends listened to the show. You would think we would have got in that gym sooner with all the freaking pleading we've been doing on this show, but they listen, and they said they don't only listen, you know, because they like it, but they listen to make sure we're talking about Earl and that we're not talking about Earl, you know? So, nah, man, they treated us well. Derek James definitely treated us well. Earl gave us the spots to where to go to eat, you know, tacos and ribs. You know, we met up with a bunch of listeners. Shout out to Jimmy and Eric Cruz, who met up with us for multiple times for different lunch events. I mean, yo, Texas, Dallas specifically, man, what? I was invited to a radio station downtown Dallas. It was just amazing. I swear. I wish I would. And I hadn't been there since the Maidana. I think my last time there was Maidana Broner. And man, even shout out to JD. We talked, but he was so many hours away, so we couldn't meet up. But I met up with as many TBV listeners as possible, and it's crazy, man. You guys could definitely have a little family over there the way that the LA crew has it. And it's even becoming a possible location for sure for an appreciation. I mean, that was just a lot of people. It was beautiful, man. Dallas is the shit. They treated us good. Just all good things to say, really, man. I mean, the gym was amazing. Earl invited us back second time around. It was just, that was amazing in itself. So yeah, man, we got to see some sparring with some of the other guys in there. They even let us put a sticker on the wall with the name of the podcast and the phone number so that more people could call in. So, man, yeah, it was definitely good. Dallas is where it's at. I didn't get to make it to that barbecue spot, which I want to, I wish I would have, but it closes at 2 because the barbecue is so good, bro.
So I barbecue next time you come down. I'll make sure I come out there and bring y'all some ribs and some Texas brisket, man. I definitely will. I'm glad y'all had a good time down here. That means a lot the way because you put on the city, let people know that this is a nice place to visit,
Oh man, for sure.
Even though
man.
y'all not Cowboy fans.
Yeah, no, I didn't even talk
Cowboy fans.
No, I didn't even talk any football. That's not even my thing, man. People were trying to talk football. I had no clue. It was going over my head, bro. But we did visit the International House of Pancakes or the real House of Pancakes. I don't know. That spot was amazing.
The original House of Pancakes, not IHOP, the original House of Pancakes.
Yo, I would fight someone over that bacon, okay? I'm telling you.
It was Ness's first time ever having thick cut bacon, and it changed his life.
No, it wasn't even the first time. It was just amazing. The bacon was amazing, bro. I can't even remember the first spot because the first barbecue spot I went to, that was amazing too. The meat was just falling off the bones. Listen, brother. Matt, you got his name?
Of course.
All right, you're the super producer. We're going to go ahead and get to some other callers, brother. Thank you for calling in. We got to go out to our caller of the year, Marcus in D.C. It's been a long time. What's going on, brother?
Yo, what's good, Boxing Voice, man? I see y'all the hottest working show, man. I've been following as always. I can't call in, man. Good stuff down there with Earl, man. Like I said, when I saw him and we talked up at New York, man, I switched. I don't think Kell Brook can't do nothing with that dude. Man, as far as Klitschko, everybody keeps talking about the older dudes need to step to the side and let these young bloods come in. Man, last time I checked, they got to fight. You supposed to beat the old dude's ass. What, the old dudes are supposed to walk out the way? So Anthony Joshua wants the dude's life. You got to go in and beat his ass. There's no just passing to God just because we tired of seeing the fighter put his ass away. This is the only time I think only one sparring partner ever got the best of the guy of the guy who had him as a sparring partner. I think that was Johnny Gonzalez versus Abner Myers. Every other one that I could think of, a prominent fighter when the sparring partner or the main guy, man, the sparring partner beat the dog shit out of them when they fought him. So, including Johnny Gonzalez, I meant to say. So I see John winning. As long as he's not afraid to let his hands go and do a whole bunch of posturing, man. The Wladimir Klitschko and the Klitsch's ass is in the building. That's the only way I see him winning is if you pull out, like you say, previous fighter, say like one of them Ali joints. Eno usually on point, man, but Eno he basically pitched the whole thing for Canelo. He talking about Chavez been heavier than everybody, and we giving him credit for a loss. Well, why are we even talking about Canelo? He lost to Mayweather. He's weight bullied everybody he's ever fought. And why are we giving him so much credit like he the god here? We just sitting around keep talking about he the money man of the sport. When does the money man of the sport make $300,000 on pay-per-view? Come on, stop the man. He can't even pay his dance fee and them all-star boxing $8.5 million. He ain't even got it. So where we keep saying he the money man of the sport? So you know what I'm saying? So Canelo gets all this credit because
have it, Marcus. You know that's not true.
Be the next guy.
Marcus, he has that 8.5. You know it.
You might talk about Canelo.
And you know that Canelo is a good fighter. You know this, Marcus. Come on.
Because listen, Matt. They tried to liquidate his funds. You know they're not gonna leave you ass broke, but they tried to liquidate his funds to see if he met. There's a legal threshold about how much money you have to be left over with for them to liquidate your fund and pay off a debt, and he didn't have it. He didn't have it, man. You see what I'm saying? It's just like Tupac.
Read the article that I did. Marcus,
Tupac had 100,000 one Jaguar when he died. So let's not count anybody pockets. He don't have it.
Marcus, if you read the article that I read, hold on, Marcus. If you read the article that I read, you will know that All Star Boxing is looking to garnish the money that he's going to make on this fight with Chavez.
Yes, that's
There's no need to liquidate his estate right now because they're not looking for that money. They're looking for his money to fight.
But listen to what I'm telling you. They're looking to garnish because he won't pay willingly. He has not made an effort to pay willingly.
Well, why would he pay willingly?
The money,
You repealed it. You repealed it twice.
Money. You're right about that.
Marcus, he repealed it twice. That's the legal ramifications. If someone came to you and said, you're going to pay me $8.5 million, you don't think you're going to repeal it and file motions against it? That's what he did. I don't feel like that's
normal, but Marcus, that time is up. And it is normal for someone, you don't just lay down when someone sues you.
Especially for $8.5 million. You don't just let that go. Come on.
Easy. Let's get out to some callers. Chicago, right? Isn't it Chicago? No, that is so wrong. It's Ohio.
If you know like I know, you should lie low. Killer, I used to get it in Ohio.
Jay Will, what's up?
Yo.
Damn,
what's up, man?
On?
Been missing y'all. My bad. I've been missing y'all, man. But yeah, man, I'm just giving you some real boxing tips on why I'm gonna pick my pick, man. With the Klitschko Joshua fight, man. If y'all guys been watching Klitschko, this guy has not really been successful against guys that's near his height because he can't stick out that paw and jab, and then once you get into his range, he'll grab and hold you. When somebody's his height or a little bit taller, like Tyson Fury, or even with Corey Sanders, the South African guy that beat him, both them guys was his height or a little bit taller, so he couldn't do the jab and grab. So even if Klitschko was even younger, man, age wouldn't have nothing really to do with it. It's really about styles. I just don't think that Klitschko can, he has the tools in his belt to really handle Joshua. The only time we seen Joshua was hurt was when he got timed on a counter punch by Dylan White. And as we all know, Klitschko, he's not really a counter puncher at all. So I don't think he really has the tools in his belt to really handle Joshua. The little subtopic of the Chavez-Canelo fight, I know we kind of early, but people bringing it up. It's going to be more competitive than what people think. Chavez is not going to win, but he's going to have a good showing of himself. But
which fight's bigger? Which fight's bigger?
Stop late.
Jay Will, which fight's bigger, Chavez-Canelo or Joshua Klitschko?
Oh man. I mean, the bigger fight is definitely Chavez-Canelo, but the more competitive fight is definitely going to be Joshua Klitschko.
All right, Jay Will. Well,
thanks. Yeah, that's my call, though, fellas.
Thanks for calling in. And for that last caller, we did the April 4th. We did Andre Ward versus Sergey Kovalev 2 official, no excuses. It was a breaking news show. Got pretty good. Yes, sir.
We got the official Instagram and Twitter social media person in TBV, Alex Lemon, on the line.
Damn person, huh?
I forgot the exact technical term for it.
Man, Alex Limon. Alex Limon, man, you are the most official dude. What's going on, bro? Talk to me. Just coming out of the gym. He was going to see Kilo the Kid. How's that sparring going? We were just talking about Andre Ward. So what did what you learned for us? What you got for us?
Yes, sir. What's going on, guys? Yeah, I just left the gym on my way home. TVV road work. Was inside the gym watching Kalisto Madera, aka Kilo the Kid, watching him train, hit the mitts, hit the bags, and it was great, man. And looking forward to seeing him fight August 4th. But so I want to thank him for opening the doors for the Boxing Voice, man. That's what it's all about, man. Voice of the people, getting in there, getting inside the gym. And I want to say props to you guys too, man. You guys did your thing over there in Texas, man. Aerospace, the truth. Great work. And glad to have the show back, man. I didn't know what to do with myself yesterday with no show. You know? And so I'm just driving home listening to the show, and of course I'm taking Anthony Joshua. And yes, Klitschko is a better boxer, but I just believe Joshua's gonna take it to him. I think he might. I had him, I think, winning by the 7th, but I think I'm dropping it down to the 5th. And then Canelo Chavez, I believe is a bigger fight, and I also think it's going to be the more competitive fight. I think it's going to be an action-packed, more than Klitschko and Joshua. Klitschko might be holding a lot. That's my opinion. And that's about it, fellas. That's what I got going on right now.
Alex, man, but when you spoke to Kalisto, what did he say about his time spent with Andre Ward? I know he was helping Ward and Daniel Jacobs both get prepared for these fights. So, you know, just any inside info, any conversations you might have had?
Yes, definitely a lot of conversations, man. Well, first of all, with the Daniel Jacobs, yeah, definitely Kilo was in there, and he was in there sparring with Daniel Jacobs, helping him prepare for the Triple G fight. And we all know that Daniel Jacobs looked the best that I've seen him, and he made Triple G look the worst that anybody's seen him. And so I credit that to a lot, too, the sparring and the training of when you get in there with the elite, with some elite fighters and some heavy hitters, man. It steps your game up. It takes you to the levels. And Daniel Jacobs, he is on that level, and he just, by him sparring fighters with that hunger and with the power like Kalisto Madera, he elevates his game even more, and that's why I believe he challenged Triple G as much as he did. And now he's training with he's sparring with Andre Ward. Yeah, he's in Andre Ward's camp along with Andre Berto and Fonfara and also Peter Quillen, and they're all in there. And so he's helping Andre Ward keep his game up, keep his game tight, and that's why I believe Andre Ward is going to beat Sergey Kovalev again in the rematch.
Well, all right, Alex. Can't wait for you to send that footage over. We're going to get that up on the channel quickly. TBV quickly turning into boxing's ESPN, and that's our North Cal, right? Bay Area.
Yep.
Kind of, correspondent, Alex Lemon. Check us out on Instagram if you want to connect with Alex. He's on there doing amazing work. He's already brought that thing about 3,000 plus extra fans just with his sheer engagement, the quotes and questions that he poses to the followers there. They definitely get heavy engagement. The fighters themselves liking all the picks. Shout out to Alex Lemon one more time. Damn, it's been a long time. The former WBC TBV champ, once held so high and gracious, man. After he's got knocked out by Enrique Church, man, we haven't seen much of this guy, bro. Joey, man, are you at least still working out, man? What's going on?
What up, Nance? I just talked to you on Monday, man. You forgot I called in the show when you was on the road.
No, man, I remember, but it's still, bro. I mean, it's like we rarely see you around these parts these days.
I'm putting it in Nance, man. I'm working, man. I'm working a lot. Just working, man.
I hear you, man. Story of my life, brother.
Stuff. Yeah, I trying to make that money, man. Trying to get to 100K soon, man. That's my goal within the next year. But hey, man, real quick, man, that gotta be the coolest nickname ever, though, man. Dr. Steelhammer. Like, I don't care what nobody say, but that just reminds you of like some porn star's name, man. Dr. Steelhammer. That's a dope name. But man,
a porn star name, huh, Joey? We ain't gonna let Joey get away with that one, are we, Matt? He just said Wladimir Klitschko has a porn star name.
It makes me want to ask Joey what other nicknames in boxing are porn star names. I'm curious.
Oh shit!
No, I mean
we could have a whole segment just on porn star names in boxing.
That's the coldest name ever, though, man. Dr. Steelhammer. I'm sorry, that name, that dude cracks me up. But yes, I think it's gonna be the Joshua show, man. I just think he's gonna just out jab him. Klitschko will try to do his thing, but it just, we see this story. We've seen this movie so many times. I don't understand how people are even picking Klitschko, man. It's father time. You're going against a young guy in his prime, more athletic, stronger, bigger. I don't see it, man. I mean, it'd be a nice. The intros are gonna be dope. I don't know if Joshua's gonna take that chance and get him out unless he hurts him. I think he's just gonna outbox him and get him on the cards. But I think it'll be, he'll definitely get. So now if he wins, man, he unifies the belts, right? He's got his belt plus the WBO,
plus the WBA. But word on the street is he's gonna drop that IBF. We'll see what happens, but yeah, he'll. Because Pulev is waiting for that, and it's not a big fight. It's no money there.
And also, Joey, Hammer and Hank Lundy. Is that a porn star name or what?
No, man. Dr. Steelhammer, man. No, that's
Hammer and Hank.
Man,
come on.
That's a porn star name. Come on.
Oh, you gotta give him that. He's got that one for sure.
Oh man, that's just funny, man. Every time I hear that name, every time Michael Buffer announced, I just start cracking up, man. But no,
great to know where your mind's at during boxing time, Joey.
Some of these chicks on Twitter, man, I can't help it, man. It's funny, man. But every time I hear that Klitschko name, it just cracks me up, man. But no, and y'all be good. And now if something crazy happens tomorrow, you're gonna do something immediate, because I will be off work tomorrow to watch that.
Oh no, we're doing something immediately. We're doing something immediately, brother.
Okay,
We're gonna be working for sure, Joey. Man, want to thank you as always for calling in. Don't be a stranger, brother. Let's go from Indiana to my home state, New Jersey. 732. You're live on TBV. First time caller. Who's this?
No, it's Luke from Jersey.
Luke from Jersey, what's up? Let's shoot the producer.
Luke, I do not have your number anywhere on these lists. I'm sorry about that, but your name will be in this list.
Yeah, Matt, he's heard it all before. He just said while you talked over him, he said, I feel like you always call me first time caller. So Matt gets a double shot. I don't know. I should break out the AKs for Matt. How's this more than one time?
When was the last time you called in? Oh, the AK? That's
just saying.
But I really, really love this fight with Joshua and Klitschko. It's classic old guard versus new blood. My most anticipated fight of the year. I think Klitschko looked great in the public workout. I don't know if you saw that. He was really light on his feet, nice hand speed, and he looked good at the weigh-in. He was even slimmer than Joshua. Joshua looks like he's been eating a little bit more. He's got a little love handle. Just a tiny bit. He's not fat, but he's a little bit bigger than he used to be. And it's obviously better for boxing if AJ and Canelo win, because they're the biggest stars in boxing. But my official prediction is 5th round KO.
Nice.
And who's coming out on top? It's Klitschko. I got Klitschko coming out on top. So why is that? It's because Klitschko is going to touch Joshua with the jab. Joshua's never been with anyone that has a decent jab. He's never been with any real, actually good fighters. White is his best opponent, and White is Chisora 2.0. But Joshua is Frank Bruno 2.0. He's going to get exposed eventually, whether it's Klitschko or not. And so Joshua won't be able to evade the jab like Fury was able to, and it's just going to get him shook. And which one's the bigger fight between AJ and Chavez? It's definitely going to be Chavez, but when you say bigger, what does bigger mean? Because AJ is going to impact 90,000, and Chavez and Canelo's not going to do that. But when I say big, I always talk about it in terms of money. And the bigger money fights are always in America, just because Vegas, they charge insane amounts for their tickets. So even though they sell fewer tickets, it's more money. The same thing with pay-per-view. Is we charge 3 or 4 times as much for our pay-per-view, so it's always more money in America. But the billionaire thing is a joke. I think he's making $10 million for this fight. It's a long way from 10 million to $1 billion, especially with taxes and managing your money. There's just no chance. There's one billionaire in sports, and that's Michael Jordan. So There's no chance for that.
Maybe. I mean, you know, he's definitely Luke. I'm gonna get to some other calls. But he's definitely pay-per-view only. If he keeps dominating, he's only 19 fights in with this one. I mean, he can just keep fighting and racking them up. But it's like Steelhammer himself said. Is he talking before taxes or after taxes? 253-222. 253-222. First time caller. How long you been listening? Don't give me your name. First time caller, yes, no, maybe, so. 253, excuse me, 253-2222, 253-22222. No, hello. Okay, so we're going to get on to GT Kid in Atlanta. Talk to us.
What's going on, Boxing Voice, man? Erickson the Hammer Lubin. That's another one right there. But all of them have hammer in it, you know, so. But Joey's a fool. But anyway, man, I'm not going to be long. I'm hyped for tomorrow, man. I cannot wait for the fight. I'm glad I got Showtime so I can catch it live. I don't have to watch the replay on HBO. And I got Joshua, man, by KO, like 7th, 8th round. I think Dr. Steelhammer is just old. And, you know, he's got work ethic so he can get in shape and he can train. But he's just not who he was before. And, I mean, Father Time never loses. It gets you eventually. So, but hopefully it's a good fight. And I guess they're going to broadcast a quick fight, too, on the undercard. Is that right?
I have not heard that, and I wouldn't know why.
I figured it's, you know, Scott Quigg he's pretty big across the pond, so I figured they put him on the air. I think he's, if you go on BoxRec, I think it's a fight right up underneath the main event. So hopefully that's like the co-main. I'd like to see Quigg fight again.
Yeah, Scott Quigg is the co-main, and then the Katie Taylor fight, it's right before that.
Okay,
but if you remember last time when it was Joshua Brazil, I think, Joshua Molina, when it was Derek Chisora versus Dylan White as the co-main event in the U.S., they did not show that as the co-main event. They re-aired the Katie Taylor fight, which happened earlier in the night, as the co-main event on Showtime. So the U.S. missed that great fight of Dylan White versus Chisora. So if you want to watch all the fights in the UK, I recommend doing some sort of stream, even though we don't, you know, support piracy here at TBV. I recommend streaming it because Showtime may not show the Quigg fight. They may show the Taylor fight above that.
Yeah, you're right, man. Well, it'll be what it is, man. We're getting streams is too much work, and then you got to find the right stream, and it might be choppy, and it's too much work, man. Whatever they air, I'm going to watch for the most part. And, you know, that's going to be what it is, man. But that's all I got, fellas, man. We'll talk to y'all.
All right, brother. Well, thank you for calling in. And I want to just remind everyone to drop us a 5-star review if you enjoy the podcast around here on iTunes. We'd appreciate it. Helps with the visibility of the show as much as the thumbs up. If you're appreciating the show and the fact that we're bringing you a sheer massive amount of content, a thumbs up is a good way to support your favorite podcast. And if you want to further do that, you can exchange further support for exclusive content only over on Patreon. Head on over there for more exclusive content. Matt, I want to thank you for putting in work and getting this preview and prediction show done. Obviously from traveling all the way from Texas to California, you know, having to go back and forth to get computers. But Tom Cruise is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Risky Business was in Dallas, and he's a ladies' man is all I can tell you. Matt, man, final prediction.
And I think we're going to see the new face of boxing, the new era, the Anthony Joshua era of boxing. You know, we often talk about boxing in conjunction with names. We talk about the Tyson, the De La Hoya eras, the Mayweather era. We talk about the Ali era. We may end up talking about the next 10, 15 years as the Joshua era. And that's going to be interesting to look at, especially juxtaposing the UK market with this big star and the US market with our big star in Canelo. It's just very interesting. And Joshua, I think he's going to go in there and light up Klitschko early and often, and it's going to be the coronation of the new king.
Well, like Earl Spence, Joshua has a lot of proving to do. Steel Hammer is no Brook. Brook is no Steel Hammer, so we'll have to see. But I'm going to go with the popular opinion that the younger, stronger Anthony Joshua should defeat the older, more experienced veteran who's been on this stage before. We'll be here immediately after that fight, so make sure to subscribe to us right here on the YouTube channel. Get that notification. Hit that bell. Make sure you receive those notifications so you know when we're going live, because you never know. We might do a pre-fight hype show early in the morning with some coffee. You just never know. I'm your host, Nesta Gibbs. Find me on Instagram and Twitter at NestGTO. Don't forget to follow The Boxing Voice on all forms of social media at The Boxing Voice so you can stay up to date. Blind Man Brad, that's his favorite source for information. That's how he knows that we always got a show, because we always put out that tweet. Head on over to Instagram. Follow us there. Lemon keeping you updated. ThaBoxingvoice.com, where you can always be updated. Have a good night.